las giftos Jede milai sekanena Clay, clay, clay yamena
Let's get ready to
I don't understand. Can it refer to like when he comes back and then will die?
No.
Or
Because it says Jesus died when he was 33 years old. So no. Matt is in the past. He died. So why is Allah saying to him the following ayah? Stay away, ya Muhammad, from idols.
You're supposed to be a follower of Jesus, and you're using words like that.
Well,
And
it's
you
not my
expect people to
words.
believe what you're saying.
It's not my words. It's the words of Allah. Are you embarrassed of Allah? All right. Welcome, everybody. God bless you. I hope that my sound is loud and clear. Is my sound loud and clear, guys? Is my sound loud and clear? I hope it is. Welcome. Give me a 1, please. All right. We are streaming on TikTok and on YouTube simultaneously at the same time. So glory to Christ. I'm happy that there are people slowly joining. Invite more people, guys. Let everybody know that Raw Christian is live. Oh man. Dawah wars. Yeah. This is the beginning, guys. This is the beginning of the Dawah downfall. We would have never dreamt to see this happening, to be honest with you, like 10 years ago or something. We didn't see this kind of fitna among the Dawah bros and Dawah girls. Even the Dawah girls are fed up with the lies of the Dawah bros. The ladies, I mean, who would have thought that the ladies are now rising up in Islam because they are fed up with the attacks and all of this fitna that is coming from the Dawah bros. And even among each other, they are calling each other kuffar, mushrikun. You get the idea, right? Dawah bromance. Yeah, that's what they call the Dawah bromance. Let me do takfir on you. Ya kafir, ya adu Allah. Ya kafir, ya zindiq. Yeah. So they will not hesitate to call each other disbelievers. Only, it's crazy. Sunni. These are Sunnis. Forget about the Shia and the rest of the sects in Islam. But these are Sunni Muslims who are attacking each other, calling each other kuffar. About their aqidah, about their creeds, about their, different beliefs within Sunni Islam. But before we actually start, guys, I invite you to join us on Discord. The link is all the way up in the chat on YouTube. It's pinned up. So if you're a Christian, you are very welcome to join for fellowship, to collect all the sources that we often use on our live streams, the receipts, the books that we use, the Islamic books, all the links. But if there are Muslims who want to have a conversation with me, you are welcome to join us for a conversation live on air as we speak. So Christians, we have a job to do. Invite as many people as you can. Maybe you have noticed my social media is under heavy attack. And I even tried to send YouTube a message about why are you not monetizing my YouTube channel. They don't want it because they are feeling the heat, because they don't like Arabic speaking Christians. Look at CP. His YouTube channel is also not monetized. Why is that? Right? They don't like us to expose this cult, or let alone these Dawah bros. They don't like it because YouTube is not on our side. Okay? YouTube, for example, is not on our side. So we have a job to do. For the algorithms, you know what to do, guys. Smash that like button. Smash the like button like Aisha smashed. Like Muhammad smashed Aisha at the age of 9. Smash that like button. Tap the screen. You know what to go. Yes, CP does? Oh, that means I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to fix it. No idea. I even tried to reapply multiple times, countless of times. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, anyway, it seems that YouTube doesn't like me too much. But we love the TikTok shop, but also not too much, right? Guys, before we start, let us pray. Let us pray. Peace to everyone. Peace of Christ to all of you. Let's pray. باسم الاب والابن وروح القدس إله واحد آمين بشم أبو وبروح قديش حاد الله الشرير آمين. In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, 3 persons, one God, whom we worship, we pray. So let us pray, brothers and sisters, and invite. Lord, thank you for allowing us to gather today on this very live stream to talk about the truth with our wonderful team of beautiful admins and our amazing, amazing audience, followers, and subscribers. Yes, Lord, please, I beg you, I ask you to bless the live stream, to internet connection, and everyone who is here listening and watching. Also keep our loved ones, our children, our family safe, O Lord. Bless them and protect them. يا يسوع المسيح, يا يسوع المسيح, يا ربنا ويا مخلصنا. O Savior, O Lord of Lords, O Savior of mankind. Lord, I pray to you and I ask you to cleanse all of us with your holy blood and fill us with your Holy Spirit. Please, Lord, protect all the Christians on this planet in many countries where Christians are being persecuted in your name, O Christ. Lord, please have mercy on us. Please forgive our sins because we are nothing but sinners. Lord, we need you in our lives. Purify us and please guide this very live session. Lord, shine your holy light on all of us, including the Muslims, our brothers and sisters in humanity who might be in need. These truth-seeking Muslims out there who are fed up with the lies of the Dawah bros and their mashayikh, their imams and shuyukh. And maybe they're here because they are seeking for the truth. They are truly seeking for the truth. So please, Lord, allow them to listen to what we have to say. Allow them to listen to the other side. Please, Lord, open their eyes. Yes, so Al-Masih, draw these Muslims to your feet. Oh, beloved Christ, everything we do is for your glory, O Son of God. You are the Father's heart. You are the love of the Spirit. Christ, fill me with your Holy Spirit and bless my throat and loosen my tongue today and guide me so I can speak the truth, nothing but the truth, without any error or any shame, O Lord. And Lord, give us wisdom and courage to do whatever needs to be done. In your holy name, your name above all names, we pray. Amen. Amen. Welcome, everybody. Speaking from
Can it refer to like when he comes back and he'll die?
Hira. Oh, oops. Sorry for that, guys. The Dawah bros are at war. All right. Guys, invite. Smash that like button. Tap the screen on TikTok. Invite. Use the arrow key. Maybe you can use an auto clicker or something. I don't know. But try to invite. Is there any Muslim as we speak? Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim who wants to join our discussion. Maybe join in for a discussion. Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim on TikTok? Maybe on Discord who wants to join? Raise your hand. You're welcome to join us. Lord willing, the admins will also be ready soon on Discord to restream the live stream. Admins, if it's not too much asked, if we are going to use sources, I ask you to collect the sources, copy them, and put them also on Discord. I'm talking to the admins if it's not too much asked. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Brother Reverson in the house. How are you, Brother Reverson? God bless you, dear brother. Salam al-Masih to everyone. I think I saw, Juliet Abraham is here. How are you, dear sister? God bless you. Stay safe. Sister Christian Table Talk. How are you, sister? God bless you. Always a blessing to have you on board. A dear sister to my heart. Andrew Martin. Hey, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing great. I didn't see you for some time now. Stay safe, brother. God bless you. I'm scrolling back to see. Do we have more admins? Brother Phil, always present. Brother Phil. Sister Lydia in the house. Not sure if there are more admins watching. Make sure to invite everyone, guys, please. Not so much asked. Invite everybody you know on your social media. Copy the link to this live stream. Put it on social media. Let everybody know that Rob Christian is live. Often, guys, my social media accounts, for some reason, because, you know, YouTube, for example, loves me so much that they won't push up any notifications. So we have to do it manually. So, you know, let us be wise as snakes and harmless like doves. Make sure to subscribe to all of my social media accounts. All of the accounts can be found either on my About page on YouTube or always in the description box. Like I said, we have a Discord server. We have Facebook. We have an x.com account, Twitter account. I have many social media accounts, so make sure to subscribe everywhere. Also, you can become a free member. It's possible to be a free member, act like a free member on our Patreon account, patreon.com/Rob Christian. Join as a free member, because when I go live, I'll always, ahead of time, I will post a message, and then it will go through your email system. You'll get an email, you get an email from patreon.com that Rob Christian is going to go live ahead of time. So, Samuel, then you have to do something, brother. Samuel, you have to subscribe. I mean, it's very easy to say, I'm not receiving notifications. Well, you have to then do something about it. Okay? Make sure, even if you subscribe, make sure when you click on the subscription button, make sure to put on the highest level, So do something about it, guys. Come on, let us not be lazy. I have multiple social media accounts. On Facebook, I will say it. So make sure to join all of our social media accounts. I mean, I can't do everything on my own, guys. You have to do your part to your bidding too. Right? Exactly. Well, OG is doing something great then. You're doing something great. I also notice, guys, if you don't come back often or you don't watch my videos, every week I post videos, I go live. I try to at least go live once a week, often on Fridays or in the weekends, right? When I have a window open to go live. You know me, guys. If I can go live, I will immediately go live. I like going live more than upload short videos. So guys, make sure to come back more often, because YouTube, the algorithms, if you don't come back as a follower or subscriber, I think that the algorithms will work against you. So that means you won't receive notifications. Okay. I think that's also why. I noticed that myself. If I don't watch other people's YouTube channels, I don't go back often, the algorithms will, they will go down in the algorithm system or something, I don't know how algorithms work, and I don't care, to be honest with you. But yeah, we have to do something about it, guys. Rob, stop your rant. Stop crying, Rob. Forgive me, guys. Stop crying, Rob. Start the live stream already. All right. The Dawah bros. Dawah wars. The Dawah bros are at war. Who would have thought to see this, guys? Man, they are doing our work for us, guys. They are doing our work for us. Soon, Rob, you're going to be out of business. We don't need you anymore, Rob. I mean, the Muslims, the Dawah bros are doing our work for us. They are exposing themselves. And because of that, many Muslims even are fed up. And I've seen many Muslims even leaving Islam because of the Dawah bros and the drama that comes alongside with it. Oh, man. Reminds me of what happened between Muhammad Hijab a couple years ago, right? When he talked with Dr. Yasser Qadi about the holes in the standard narrative, baby. The holes in the standard narrative. Remember? How many Muslims started to doubt Islam and they become apostates? I mean, yeah. Man, pray for these lost souls, man. These gullible Muslim people who are dependent on the Dawah bros, because let us be honest, guys. Muslims are not people that investigate after what the Dawah bros say or let alone what their mashayikh, their imams say. They only listen and obey. They don't investigate. You know, most of the Muslims, you know, they have a, let's say, a 9-to-5 job. They don't care about reading. They don't investigate. Right? So when we present a new book in front of them that they have never seen before, Islamic books, they will either call us liars. They will say, Rob, you are creating these books as if I have a huge publishing company, an Islamic publishing company to print all of these books. Or they will say, Rob, you're mistranslating, you're lying. Well, we are always, when we always post the links, the sources, the receipts in the chat for everyone to collect, right? And often we'll also try to put it either in the pinned up comment when I upload videos. We pin up the timestamps. Also, we have the description box. So I don't understand why people don't always check those places, because often you'll find the sources there, or also in the replay chat, right, guys? In the chat, literally, where the people are chatting on YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't post links on TikTok. So people on TikTok, forgive me. If you want to collect everything, every live stream, make sure to go back to YouTube or join our Discord server. We have a Discord server, right? We have a beautiful Discord server. The link is also in my description box on YouTube or on my About page. Now, what is basically happening, guys, what is basically happening is this. We have the guy all the way on the left, right? This guy all the way on the left. His name is Daniel Hakikachu. I love to call him Daniel Pikachu. Okay? Daniel Pikachu. Daniel Hakikachu. Daniel Hakikachu versus the rest of the Dawah bros. What do you mean, Rob? Well, what I mean is that this guy is causing a lot of problems for the Dawah bros. Okay, why? Because if you have been following the scene lately, Jake, not sure if is he on the picture? No, he's not on the picture. But Jake, by the way, this is Warner who takes it up the butt. Yeah, that's the guy. Warner. Funny that he's on the picture. But what's going on, guys, is this. Jake, this guy here, and Sister Farida Response, they basically created a document. They set up a document. They created a document, and they asked all the known Dawah bros to sign it. To do what? To sign a document. To sign a document against Daniel Pikachu. Okay? So, Jake and Farida. Why? Because they don't consider him to be a Muslim. They don't consider Daniel to be a real Muslim. And basically, they takfired him. When you use the terminology takfiring someone, they are calling him a kafir. And when you call someone in Islam a kafir, when you call a Muslim specifically a kafir, his blood becomes halal. Halal to be spilled by other Muslims. You're with me, right, guys? You're with me, right? Tap the screen, guys. Tap, tap, tap. Invite. Use the arrow key on TikTok. Tap the screen. Invite. And smash the like button on YouTube. Why they are takfiring him? Because they consider him a mushrik, a kafir. And they want all the Dawah bros to sign that document, to not work with him, to not be associated with him anymore. Right? You see they are running and he's running behind them. This is beautiful. So just to stop working with him because they don't consider him to be a real Muslim. This guy here, right? Daniel Pikachu. In other words, his blood became halal. And their goal is to basically boycott him so that the Muslim audience online will stop watching him. The Muslim audience will stop watching him because if you give him attention, he'll get views. It's all about the views in Islam. So, but to be honest with you guys, if you ask my honest opinion, I think Daniel Pikachu is more honest. Listen carefully. Daniel is more honest about Islam than the rest of these Dawah girls combined. Why? Here's why. For example, he's honest about child marriage in Islam. And he even admitted in one of the debates that he had with IP, Inspiring Philosophy, the brother, brother IP, he even admitted that even if a girl is 3 years old, listen carefully, Daniel admitted that even if a girl is 3 years old and she has let's say a medical condition, because scientifically speaking, that's true. If the 2 or 3 year old baby girl has a medical condition and she starts to bleed, you know what I mean? Then she is automatically fit and she reached the age of puberty. Even if she's 2 years, 3 years, even a couple months. So that's what Islam says, right? Okay. So, and he said it, and the videos are online, in that famous debate on, what was that? I always forget that channel, man. The debate channel with the blue logo, I always forget. That it happened during a debate, guys. Right? Even IP asked him, brother IP asked him, even if she is a couple months old, yes. Modern day debate. Thank you, Reverse. And I always forget the name of that debate. They always debate there, right, guys? So, long story short, they want to basically stop working with him. So they are forcing all the Dawah bros to sign the document, boycotting him. He's not a Muslim anymore. Don't work with him. He's a kafir. He is committing shirk, But actually, he's the most honest guy to, He is literally quoting the Islamic sources. So because he's honest, because he's too honest about Islam, about true Islam, they want to basically boycott him. That's what I'm seeing from my side. He is way more honest than the rest of the Dawah bros. And of course, these lying Dawah bros are lying about Islam. They are lying about Christianity. They will lie even about their own mothers. They will throw their own mothers under the bus. Okay? All right. To give you an idea what's going on, Dawah, the Dawah is in shambles. The Dawah wars. And look, guys, what happened in a recent discussion with Jake, the Muslim meta clown, with Daniel. Let me play the video. It's a long video, but I will play the beginning and let's see if we can go through the video. It's too long. It's like 8 hours long or something, 10 hours long. The original video even removed. Jake even removed 2 hours from it, from what I understood, or I don't know exactly what happened. But anyway, It's funny. Listen to what they said to one another during that discussion. Watch.
I don't understand. Could it refer to like when he comes back and then will die?
No.
Or
This
Because
is
it says Jesus died when he was 33 years old.
YouTube channel, guys. He says, I'm
Matt
back
is in the past.
stage.
He
so
died.
that the other day, he said, I'm backstage on Jake's live stream.
So
on
why
Jake
is Allah saying to him the following
Barankatella's
ayah?
live stream.
Stay away,
He's
ya
talking
Muhammad,
about me
from
right now with
idols.
Dean in response. Forgive me, guys. He's talking about me right now with Dean response, but he won't bring me on. And then finally, Jake Brancatella brought on Daniel Hakikachu. And listen to what they are saying to one another. It's so funny how they go at each other's throat, man. They are doing literally our jobs for us. Watch.
A few moments later.
Our good friend, Mr. Hakikachu, is here.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
How's it going, Shirk Apologist?
Shirk
Oh, I
apologist.
thought I was upgraded to Mushrik.
Well, you are, but you can be both.
I'm a
So he's calling him a mushrik. Jake is calling Daniel a mushrik. Wow.
Mushrik, right?
You are, yeah.
You are.
Okay. Dean, hey, assalamu alaikum. How's it going?
Doing good. Yourself?
I
Pay
said,
attention, guys. He's greeting them in the Islamic way. Assalamu alaikum. Right? Watch what Jake will say as a response. Watch.
assalamu alaikum. Can you respond to that?
Yeah, wa alaikum salam.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum to you, Jake. Can you respond to that?
Wa alaikum.
Wow. Guys, in Islam, if a Muslim says to another Muslim in the Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum, the other guy must say, Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. But he's saying to him, Wa alaikum. Why wa alaikum only? Because when the Jews of Medina used to say to Muhammad, Assam alaikum, poison on you, on the Muslims, on you, Muhammad, on the Muslims. So Muhammad told them to respond as wa alaykum, and on you. That's what it means, and on you, right? Or back on you and on you. So do not greet them because they're your enemies, basically. So that's why he said to him, wa alaykum. Listen carefully, guys. That's literally what he just said to him. Wa alaykum instead of wa alaykum assalam. So he's not giving him back peace, right? He's not greeting him back. Oh, not sure why is this? Hold on, guys. Yeah.
Right?
Listen carefully.
You are, yeah.
Okay. Dean, hey, assalamu alaikum. How's it going?
Doing good. Yourself?
I said assalamu alaikum. Can you respond to that?
Yeah, wa alaikum salam.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum to you, Jake. Can you respond to that?
Wa alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
So I hear that
You
I'm
see,
on
he's laughing. He knows that he's not greeting him back the correct way, right?
kufr and I'm a mushrik according to Jake. You agree or not? I guess you said salam to me, Dean. So I'm still
I
a Muslim.
agree. You don't have to ask me. You have to ask Dean that question. That's not to me.
Yeah, am I?
Dean says
Yeah,
he
so-
agrees with the document that you're
Yeah, from what I've seen, there's been statements that would constitute kufr, yeah.
Like what?
But I don't make takfir.
So what statements have I made that constitute kufr?
Okay, so from what I've seen, there's been clips saying that, sacrificing towards jinn is not something that's kufr. I've seen also statements such as we like to.
So guys, so Daniel's view is this. Of course he's using the Islamic books, right? He's using the Islamic sources. He says basically you can basically ask intercession from the jinn, right? From the jinn. Okay, from the jinn. And many Muslims, many Dawah bros, are going against his view, right? So they have a problem with him. They call him a mushrik for that, because supposedly you should only say it to Allah. But here, Daniel has a different view.
Niyyah not being necessarily kufr. These are the sort of statements that I've seen.
Have you seen my material explaining these statements?
I've seen your clips trying to explain them, yeah.
Have you seen the actual videos? Like, if you're going to say I'm upon kufr and tell that to an audience of thousands, maybe you should actually see the explanation for those statements, right?
Yeah, I've seen them, yeah, from the clips, yeah.
Are they clips, or have you seen the videos, the actual
I've seen the
essays?
clips, and then I went back to your video to see the rest of the clips.
Okay, so do you understand that? Here's a question for you. Can you slaughter to other than Allah without that being shirk?
Can you slaughter to other than Allah without that being shirk? I guess it's going to have to depend.
On what?
So you're going to have to give me like a specific example, then I can tell you whether it's analogous or not. But in terms of the jinn, I know definitely in terms, if you're sacrificing towards an entity and your intention is for that entity, then yeah, that would be shirk from what I know.
Like, can you slaughter for a king or for, a guest, to honor the guest?
To honor the guest, that's from what I know. I don't know if that would be shirk or kufr, but I know definitely that I don't think that would be permissible from what I know.
See, guys, Dean response, the little boyfriend of Lesbiano, he doesn't have much knowledge about Islam. They're bringing a guy up who doesn't know much about Islam. He's such a low tier. He has only arguments against Christianity. He can't even answer simple questions about Islam. He's struggling, man. You see, guys, Daniel is actually putting pressure on the rest of the Dawah bros. Crazy.
You can't slaughter for guests, to honor your guests?
I don't know. I don't know if that's shirk.
You think it's impermissible to do that?
It's possibly impermissible, yeah. That's
possibly. Oh, okay. It's possibly impermissible. So
possibly.
It's downgrade. So you can't.
So I haven't read. So it's like I said before. I haven't read. Yeah, I haven't read.
You cited with regards to like slaughtering for jinn is shirk, or that's kufr. That's what you said, right? So, but you can slaughter for a king, or you can slaughter for guests, and now you've downgraded it to it being possibly impermissible. Do you know what the Hanbali school says, or the An-Nawawi says, or Rafi'i says about these practices? Like, when is slaughtering to other than Allah actually shirk? Wait, where'd you go, Jake? Come on. I want your input too. Don't go.
He's calling him out.
Yeah.
So please.
Yeah. So from what? Yeah.
I was trying to be polite.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So I'll tell you very clearly. From what I know, in terms of sacrificing, sacrificing to jinn does seem like it's kufr, right? I haven't read in detail regarding.
Does seem like it's kufr. So why do you call yourself a da'i if you don't know these basic principles in Islam, man? This guy doesn't know anything, by the way. In response, this kid here in the upper right corner, he doesn't know anything. Just like Lesbiano, they don't know anything about Islam, by the way. They claim to be Dawah bros. They get a lot of money, fame, because if you're a Dawah boy, they will put you on a pedestal. They think you know a lot about the religions and whatnot. But when they are literally questioned, you show how low tier these people are. They don't know anything.
To this, but slaughtering in the name of other than Allah, that's something that I know definitely it's going to be shirk. Now,
it's going to be shirk if you slaughter for anyone but Allah. And he's not 100%, he doesn't exactly know if that's true or not. So he's struggling. And guys, what they often do, these Dawah bros, when they even debate us or they debate themselves among each other, they always sit on social media. They receive messages from other Muslims to get help. So big chance that Lesbiano is sending him messages or another Dawah boy. They sending each other messages. You are public, so make sure to say the correct Stop, else they will takfir you too. Or you're going to embarrass us too in front of Daniel. They are literally sending each other messages. I've seen it with my own eyes. I see how they close the camera often. You can't see his face. It's only a picture. So they send each other messages in the background to, even during debates. That's what they do, guys, because they're a bunch of deceivers.
You talk about honoring someone, whatever, like these things I haven't read in detail about. But slaughtering and then, slaughtering in the name of Allah with regards to anything else is shirk.
You see, guys, how he's struggling? He's struggling big time.
Okay,
Answer the
so
question.
You know that you're going against the Hanbali school on this?
Wow. So the Hanbali school teaches that it's okay to slaughter for other than Allah. Let's say maybe a jinn or maybe someone else, but Allah.
Faith school, like you're going against the traditional Sunni legal schools on this. You're even actually going against.
Okay. So just to clarify, Daniel.
Of Bin Baz, like
just to clarify, Daniel, if someone's slaughtering in the name of Allah for a guest or for a king, I don't have a problem with that. But I don't know. I don't know if scholars are going to say. I don't know if some scholars are going to say it's other than mubah, right? That's something I haven't looked into. But I definitely don't know that's shirk.
So you don't know much about it. You didn't look into. Wow.
But with regards to slaughtering in the name of other than Allah, then yes, I would say that's shirk. And if it's like in the name of jinn, then obviously, yeah, I would agree that's shirk. But what I've seen in detail with regards to you, and something I can obviously never agree with is, besides this, is being able to control all of the atoms in the universe. Right.
Wait, I want to stay on the slaughter for a second. Like, don't jump around.
He wants to change.
Yeah, as long as we can get to Wilayat Tikwiniya, that's fine.
I'll let you speak. So can I speak now? Is that allowed?
As long as we discuss Wilayat Tikwiniya after, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that.
Wow.
I would love to talk to you and Jake. I mean, Jake is the Aqidah expert here who's giving.
Yeah, that's fine. You can speak to me. Daniel, that's fine. You can speak
his Aqidah.
Yeah, Daniel, just make the point. It's fine.
You don't need to interrupt me, bro. I can speak for myself. You don't need to cut me off.
Yeah, Daniel, just stop being sensitive and just speak. Go ahead.
Well, you're just accusing me of kufr, so I just want to speak and explain myself, and you keep cutting
we're
me
allowing,
off.
dude, come on. Stop the exposition. Let's just get to the point. Go ahead.
Guys, do you see? They are all attacking him. They want to boycott Daniel, but Daniel actually got it right. They don't know how to answer him. They're calling him a mushrik. They are calling him a kafir. And guys, don't think that I'm with him. This guy is also a deceiver in the bottom. Daniel Pikachu. But he is literally, he put his hand on their throats and they don't know how to refute him.
Yeah, the point was that first you said that slaughtering to other than Allah is shirk and kufr. Yeah. Then I said slaughtering, okay, to kings, to guests, and you said it's haram. Now you say it's possibly mubah, like your ruling keeps changing.
It depends what you mean by it. So
mubah means it's
I'll make it
allowed.
very clear to you. Like I said just now, slaughtering in the name of the king is shirk. I didn't know what you meant exactly by that. But if you mean by slaughtering in the name of Allah for
honor, I said
king,
very clearly to honor the king, to honor the king, to honor the guest. I said.
So are you slaughtering in the name of Allah?
You're slaughtering for them.
Are you slaughtering in the name of the king?
You're slaughtering to honor them.
Right. So you're slaughtering.
So if you slaughter two jinn, but in the name of Allah, is that shirk?
From what I know, that one wouldn't be shirk because you're slaughtering in the name of Allah.
Okay, so how do you know what I was referring to then?
Because in the context of your videos, it seemed like you were saying.
Yeah, I say anything about slaughtering in the name of the jinn in the videos.
That's what it seemed like.
Oh, it seemed like so. It seemed like that. That's what popped into your head, and then you declared that Daniel.
Yes. So if you didn't mean that, then yes, I'll take back my takfir.
Wow.
Okay. So you didn't see me.
So guys, imagine, guys. For example, you're accusing someone of murder. You're calling someone a murderer or a thief. But notice, he didn't commit the murder. He's not a thief, but you're accusing him. You're signing a document. Jake and Farida are forcing all the Dawah boys to sign a document against him, to boycott him, to stop working with him, to stop associating with him, to bring down his views, right? basically. But they didn't even understand what he's on about. They are takfiring him. They are calling him a mushrik, but they never understood what he meant.
Or not takfir. Sorry, I never made takfir of you. I said it was kufr. Sorry, my bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't hear that. It seemed that.
It seemed.
And it's like that to you, and then you said, I'm upon kufr. You just assumed. Is that how we do like judgments on
Guys,
others?
really, as a Christian, we are very, peaceful Christians. We are forgiving. I'm about to feel, I'm about to start feeling sorry for Daniel Pikachu here in the bottom. Not because I think he's such an amazing person or that he's not a liar. Of course he's a liar. He is a proud public supporter of child marriage and pedophilia. Okay. So I spit on him and his support for child abuse and whatnot. But here he is right, and he is choking all of them. He holds them in, just like Jibreel put his hands on Muhammad's throat in Cave Hira, right?
So we judge things based on the apparent. So on the apparent of the clip.
Oh, really?
I didn't see the qualification that it's in the name of Allah for another entity. I didn't see that.
So then how do you determine that it was kufr if you didn't see one way or the other?
No, I did. I saw. It seemed like you're defending slaughtering in the name of the jinn. We can bring up the clip.
How can it seem like that?
On the apparent, it seemed like that. Yeah.
So you can determine if someone is upon kufr by what it just seems to you without actually explicitly
on the apparent.
hearing that.
Yeah. So we judge by the apparent. So if it seems like someone's prostrating to an idol,
this reminds me, guys. How the Muslims will tell you, well. We don't believe, modern day Muslims, not the classical Muslims. The modern day Muslims will say to you, well, Allah made it appear for everyone, including the followers of Christ. Allah made it appear because Allah is the best of deceivers. He made it appear as if Jesus died on the cross. So they are acting literally like Allah. It seems that you're committing kufr, you're committing shirk. Yeah, Daniel.
They're worshipping it. I'm going to judge it as though until I see otherwise, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, prostrating. Actually, that's a good point there. So is prostrating to someone, is that shirk?
Yeah, so you see how you didn't want me to go to Wilayat Taqwiniya, but now you're shifting. So we're going to go to Wilayat Taqwiniya.
But I want to understand your standards. Like
if you're going to
principle.
Yeah,
so
if you're going to
prostrating to someone, is that
no, we're going to stick, as you said, we're going to stick on the jinn sacrifice, then we can go to Wilayat Taqwiniya, right?
Yeah, we're on the jinn sacrifice because
okay.
So
on the video, like I said before, on the video, it seemed like you didn't add that qualification that they're sacrificed in the name of Allah for that entity, which is the jinn.
So how did you determine that I'm upon kufr then?
Because you didn't add that qualification. If you're saying I'm slaughtering for the jinn, if you're slaughtering, wait 1 second. If you're saying I'm slaughtering for the jinn and I'm defending this practice, and other people are saying no, it's kufr, and you're saying no, it's just for the jinn. It doesn't matter. You can do it for it. Then
guys, you do know that they just takfir their prophet, right? Walls. I would love to, but my YouTube channel is not being monetized, okay? I would love to see support coming in. I'm not forcing anybody. God forbid, we're not like the Dawah bros. $20 a month if you join my Discord server. That's what they do. No, if you want to support the ministry, you're welcome to do that. But YouTube doesn't want to monetize my YouTube channel. But we have PayPal, we have patreon.com where you can, for example, buy me a coffee on monthly basis. You have the option. There are multiple options to do that, right? We have a PayPal account. We have Patreon account, okay? Thank you, brother, for that suggestion. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, guys, again, you do realize that the Muslims are takfiring their prophet. Rob, what do you mean they are takfiring their prophet? Well, guess what? Muhammad in Bukhari, Let me make the screen smaller. Muhammad in Bukhari, guess what he did? Here is Sahih al-Bukhari, right? Volume 7, do you see it? If you download the book, volume 7, or you want to go to the hadith, it's Bukhari, Sahih al-Bukhari, 5499. That's the hadith, okay, that I'm about to bring up. Volume 7 from the actual book. So this is the Darus Salam edition, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, right? Printed in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 7. And I open it, look. On page 247, 247, that's the page number. Okay, oh, hold on. Page 247, chapter 70, or the book 72, slaughtering and hunting. Okay, that's the book. The book. Is there any Muslim who wants to come up? Is there any Muslim who wants to come up? We scroll down. So that's the page number 247. We scroll down. Here is a hadith. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Bukhari 5499. 5499. Animals that are sacrificed on an-nusub. What are an-nusub? These are the altars. Okay, these are the altars of the idols. Altars of the idols. So when you're going to slaughter animals, sacrifice animals on the altars of the idols. So every idol has an altar in front of it where the pagans used to slaughter animals. You get the idea, right, guys? You're with me, right? You're with me, right? You're with me, right? Everyone, you're with me? Give me a 1, please. If you're with me. So the Muslim, the Dawah bros are actually exposing their prophet, and here is why. They are exposing their mushrik prophet. Look, let's read together. Narrated Abdullah, Allah's messenger said that he met Zayd bin Amr bin Nufail. So there was a guy by the name of Zayd bin Amr bin Nufail. This guy was basically practicing Tawheed before Muhammad, maybe. I don't know exactly. But he was a monotheist. Let's say he was a monotheist. He didn't worship multiple gods. Okay. This Zayd bin Amr bin Nufail. And this happened before Allah's messenger. So I see, I am right. This happened before Allah's messenger received the divine revelation, so-called wahi from Allah through Jibreel, right? So Muhammad presented a dish of meat. You see, guys, what is between the brackets is not in the Arabic. Between the brackets, it's not, you can't find it in the Arabic. So I'm putting everything that is between the brackets, I am putting a red line on top of it, as you see. So Allah's messenger, meaning Momo, presented a dish of meat to who? To this Zayd bin Amr. But Zayd refused to eat of it, and then he said, now watch what he's going to say. I, Zayd, do not eat of what you have sacrificed on your altars, on the ansab of the idols. So what was Muhammad doing? Muhammad, as a pagan, the pagan that he was, the pagan Momo, used to sacrifice animals on the pagan altars of these idols of Mecca, right? So Muhammad was a mushrik. Boom! There you go. So guys, they are calling each other, the Dawah bros are calling each other kuffar and mushrikun, but they forgot that there are authentic hadiths in Bukhari, and specifically Bukhari 5499, where Muhammad was committing shirk. Muhammad was committing shirk. Bukhari 5499. And he continues, Zayd bin Amr bin Nufail, he doubles it down. So he says to Muhammad, I, Zayd, I do not eat of what you have sacrificed. You, Muhammad, he's talking to Muhammad, what you have sacrificed, slaughtered on your stone altars, meaning the altars of the idols, the ansab. Nor do I eat except that on which Allah's name has been mentioned on. Boom! So Muhammad was a pagan son of pagans, slaughtering animals on the idols, their altars. So the Dawah bros are at war, but they are forgetting, they are at war with one another, but they are forgetting that their prophet was a pagan who sacrificed animals, not in the name of Allah, but in the name of the other idols. Muhammad was committing shirk, exactly. Pagan prophet, son of pagans like his mother and father, supposedly Abdullah and Amina, who died upon shirk. What is shirk? Shirk, for the people who are new to Islam, shirk means associating partners with Allah. So, and that's the unforgivable sin in Islam. Chapter 4, ayah 48 says, Allah will forgive all kinds of sin except shirk. Except shirk. Did you catch it? You're with me, right, guys? Ayo. You're with me, right? So they are takfiring the Prophet of Islam themselves. Bukhari, volume 7, hadith number 5499. Muhammad used to slaughter animals in the names of other idols for the sake of the other idols, but Allah. He didn't do it for Allah. And you see, Zayd is confronting him. I'm not going to eat from the slaughtered meat. I, Zayd bin Amr bin Nufail, I will not eat from the slaughtered meat, O Muhammad. He's talking to Muhammad, who gave him a dish of meat from that slaughtered meat to the idols. So here, I just showed to all of you guys that all of these Dawah bros are actually forgetting what their prophet did. So they are all hypocrites, all of them. All of them are a bunch of hypocrites, including Warner, who is willing to take it up the butt, and the Dawah so-called cowboy and Lily Dawah and Mimi Hijab and all of these, all of them, one by one. Is there any Muslim who wants to come up? No Muslims? I have here a brother who wants to join. A Christian brother, I think. Yeah, the baby is a Christian. Hey, brother, are you with me?
What's up, Akhi?
Hey, Habibi, kifak?
How you been?
I'm good, man. What's up? What do you want to share with us?
Yeah, I have a funny argument that I don't know if you've heard about it. I just gotta pull it up. Give me like a minute or two.
Yes, go ahead.
Launch my computer, and then I'll tell you what it is.
I can't hear you anymore. You with me?
Yeah, I'm just launching up my computer right now.
Oh, okay, I see.
No problem.
What do you think about while you're looking for it? What do you think about the recent Dawah wars? You know, the Dawah bros are going at each other's throats. What do you think?
Dude, to be honest, I don't even follow these guys. Like, I don't even look at what's going on in that whole realm because it's all deception. Yeah, I don't even pay attention to it.
Yep.
But wait, what's been going on? What have they been doing? They're going after each other now?
Yeah, they're going after each other. They are doing our jobs for us. They are accusing one another of shirk. But as I showed earlier, what they forget is, because they're talking, the main topic basically is, slaughtering animals for meat in the name of anyone else but Allah. But I just showed that they are a bunch of hypocrites, all of them, because they keep forgetting the hadith, for example, in Bukhari, volume 7, where Muhammad himself sacrificed meat and he gave it to one of his guests. Sacrificing meat in the name of the idols, on the altars of the idols, and he tried to give it to this guy here, Zayd bin Amr bin Nufail, who was basically practicing Tawheed before Muhammad.
Yeah.
Which is hypocrisy. I mean, the Prophet is a mushrik.
Yeah.
The Prophet is a mushrik.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Look, check this out.
Yeah.
I got this. This is Al-Adab Al-Mufrad, 1183.
Guys on YouTube, unfortunately, you can't see the screen because he's on TikTok.
I'll read it out though.
Yeah, give the source to the people in on YouTube so they can look it up too. What's the source?
Yeah. So it's Al-Adab. So Al-Adab Al-Mufrad, Hadith 1183.
1183. Okay. Al-Adab Al-Mufrad. This is, by the way, by Imam Bukhari himself. For the people who don't know, Imam Bukhari wrote multiple books. Al-Adab Al-Mufrad 1183.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming you've heard of this one, but it's just kind of funny in my opinion. It is related that Abu Huraira said, "I never see Al-Hassan without my eyes overflowing with tears." That is because the Prophet, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, went out one day and he found me in the mosque. He took my hand and I went along with him. He did not speak to me until we reached the market of, I can't say that
Banu
word.
Qunayqa.
Okay. He walked around it and looked. Then he left and I left with him until we reached the mosque. He sat down and wrapped himself in his garment. This is talking about Muhammad. Then he said, "Where is the little one? Call the little one to me." Hassan came running and jumped into his lap. Then he put his hand in his beard. Then the Prophet, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, opened his mouth and put his mouth in his mouth. Then he said, "Oh Allah, I love him. So love him and the one who loves him."
Allah.
Allah.
What did Muhammad do to the young boy? What did he do to him?
He took, so he grabbed his beard, then he opened his mouth and put his mouth in the little boy's mouth.
So hold on. Let me use Picasso style. Look, this is what he did to the young boy.
Oh yeah, make your screen big, make your screen big. Yeah, basically, exactly, that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bro. I remember having this hadith a while ago, and I stopped bringing it up. It's like,
how do I make my screen big again?
I don't know.
Guys, people in the chat, how do I make my own screen big? You see, guys, I'm very.
Click your picture, and then there's the little it's like a square with lines. Like it's an empty section in each center of the line.
Hold on. So, click on my own.
Yeah, click on your picture, and then there's like a little square.
Yeah, I think
there
there
you go.
you go.
Nope, literally same thing.
Yeah,
literally same thing.
Exactly. Look. So this is what the Prophet did, but actually it becomes even more worse. And we have talked about it on multiple live streams. Look, it's not only mouth on mouth, but it's tongue on tongue.
Yeah. So Al-Hassan is actually the is his grandson.
Look in Dakhar al-Uqba, brother. Look in Dakhar al-Uqba on the screen. We have. It's worse. Look what it says in this book. Dakhar al-Uqba by Muhabbuddin Ahmad bin Abdullah al-Tabari. This is the cover on the left. We open this and we go to page. Look what happens. You made it more worse actually for the Muslims. You're forcing me to do this. We have an authentic hadith, sahih, on page 290. 290 in the bottom. Look, 219 in the bottom. Page for the people who wants to collect all of this. I already posted the link in the chat as well on YouTube. There you go. Page 219. We scroll up. We have an authentic hadith. Look at the footnote. Foot number 3. Hadith isnaduhu sahih. Chain of narration is authentic. We go up. Look, here is footnote number 3. Look. Can you read what is on the screen, brother? Do you know how to read Arabic?
Yeah. The messenger was sucking the tongue of Al-Hassan. Wow. Wow. جيت حلو.
French kissing him. كان رسول الله. Authentic hadith. كان رسول الله صلى يمص لسان الحسن. Boom.
Yeah, man.
Boom. Yeah, it's so the Muslims, if they want to accuse anybody of filth or shirk, they should first look at what their prophet did, the behavior of their perverted prophet. This is literally not only incest, brother, the baby. It's not only incest, but it's also child at the same time, simultaneously.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I always ask him, like when I used to present this hadith, I used to ask him, before, is Muhammad a role model? Like what he did, do you also do? Yes, absolutely. And then I pull up the hadith, go to your children and go kiss them in the mouth. Open their mouth and put your mouth in their mouth. No, what is it? They start flipping out. Like, bro, this is your hadith.
Yep.
Like, it's, come on. They always just deny it and
of course they will deny everything. They will deny even their own mothers, brother. They will deny their own mothers, throw their own mothers under the bus just to protect their perverted prophet. That is what Islam has always been about, brother.
Yeah, man.
You want to share something else with us, brother?
Yeah, let me run through my documents. I deleted a lot of documents on accident, so I lost a lot of my stuff, but let me see.
Here is also the link for the people to collect from the previous hadith. This Al-Adab al-Mufrad is created by Imam Bukhari himself. Is there any Muslim who wants to come up as well? Have a conversation with us? Any Muslim? If you think we are lying or you want to change our mind about Islam, you are very welcome to join our live stream. We're live, baby. We're alive. Walt says, sorry for disturbing you, Rob Christian. How you know Arabic so well? Is that you are born? Yeah. I am originally from an Arabic-speaking family. We are Christians originally from the Middle East. I went to school there. I am raised in the Middle East, born and raised, but I don't live in the Middle East anymore. So now I have finally the option to speak against Islam, because it's not wise as a Christian to speak against Islam in a Muslim country in the Middle East, right? Because you know what will happen to us. We're already getting persecuted in the Middle East and then the rest of the world. But at least here in the West, we have more freedom to, express about this evil cult of Satan, which they call Islam.
And Rob, تحكي سورة.
Yeah, I'm an Assyrian, brother, but not. I speak the Western dialect.
Oh, okay.
You say, for example, you say Koryana, we say Koryono.
Okay.
You use the A, we use the O more often.
I got you.
For example, if I hear people, from your side talking, I will understand like 80%. So both of them are Aramaic, but we have the Western and the Eastern dialect.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one to show you guys. I'm assuming you know this one. This one's very, you know. I usually, before I show this, I have a YouTube video to go with it.
Watch out, do not show your face, bro. Careful. I made you
No,
big.
no, I know.
I made you big like Allah, brother. On the screen.
Oh yeah, and then Rob, can you send me that the verses where Uthman takes the Abu Bakr manuscripts, burns them, and then Abu Bakr's son assassinates him? Whenever you're free, not right now, but whenever you're free.
Yeah, sure. Send me a message, brother, so I will not forget it, please. Send
Okay, I got you, no problem.
Sure.
Let's see, this is a.
You think we have a guest? Maybe someone else wants to come up? This is a
All right.
We have a Muslim.
Rob, Christian.
Hello. Are you a Muslim? And I'm not sure. Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, man. We spoke yesterday, man.
Oh, it was you. Yeah, welcome.
Yo, so what's that I'm hearing now? Man, wait. So a manuscript of Abu Bakr, what?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you in a second. Rob can actually handle this one.
That's not the topic of today. We're talking about different things, but why did you come up? Why did you come up? Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah. What do you want to share with us?
So yesterday when you brought that report of Sa'id ibn Jubair and Ibn Abbas, if you continue reading the scan, it says فَشَكُّ something. So the person who brought this doubted from Sa'id to Ibn Abbas. So this is not even an evidence. So if you can bring me a authentic report, because all the narrations At-Tabari brings it.
So hold on. If you say something and I doubt if you're saying something, does that mean it's proof or is just doubt? We have an authentic chain of narration, and if I give my personal view about it, I'm doubting. Does that mean it's correct when you doubt? Let's say we have a chain of narration saying that, and I was driving the car a year ago, and we have trustful people in the chain of narration. For example, we have Ibn Abbas, we have Sa'id bin Jubair, the student of Ibn Abbas. But I am saying I have a doubt about it. I have a doubt about it. Does that make the authentic hadith or the authentic chain of narration, the sahih chain of narration, does that disqualify it? No. It's the personal view of a scholar, right?
No, but he's the one who's bringing it. Why does At-Tabari?
But that doesn't disqualify the hadith. Do you know what Ibn Taymiyyah said?
Yeah, I know. Like,
what did Ibn Taymiyyah said about the satanic verses? Let's see how honest you are. What was the view of Ibn Taymiyyah?
Well, Ibn Taymiyyah, I don't know what Ibn Taymiyyah held to this, but
what was the view of Ibn Taymiyyah regarding the satanic verses?
Bro, you told me yesterday that he said that some of the Salaf held to this. That's what you said, right?
What did I say?
You said that Ibn Taymiyyah said that some of the Salaf or whatever, some or
not
most,
some.
I don't remember.
Did I say some? Why are you putting words in my mouth?
Either some or most. One of the two words.
Incorrect. If you're going to quote Ibn Taymiyyah, make sure that you're quoting Ibn Taymiyyah correctly.
I'm quoting you.
It's not about me. It's Ibn Taymiyyah.
Yeah, but I've never
did
seen
Ibn Taymiyyah?
quote,
I'm asking you. Listen carefully to my question.
Forget
about me.
I've never seen the quote. I've never seen the quote.
Okay, let me put the quote of Ibn Taymiyyah. You ready?
I mean,
because I have the books of Ibn Taymiyyah in front of me. You ready?
What relevancy did this have? I don't understand.
Okay, do you know more than Ibn Taymiyyah? Please say yes. Do you know more than Ibn Taymiyyah? Shaykh al-Islam, the teacher of Ibn Kathir, and the teacher of Imam al-Dhahabi, and the teacher of Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah. Do you know more than Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah?
I'm not going to say I do. No, I don't. But listen.
Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
I said no.
No. Okay, then let's listen to Shaykh al-Islam. Compared to him, you're a nobody. So let me put the books of, I will put two books. Let me finish, brother, if you don't mind. I'll put not one, but two books of Ibn Taymiyyah regarding the satanic verses. Watch. Here is book
I
number
know,
1.
but
Let me finish, bro.
we're not on that. We're not on that. There's
Yes,
no point,
we are.
Like,
Let me finish. Let me finish, please. Since we're talking about Ibn Taymiyyah and you're misquoting Ibn Taymiyyah, clearly you didn't read what Ibn Taymiyyah said. Here's what Ibn Taymiyyah said.
I was quoting you, bro.
Bro, hold on.
Go ahead.
Volume 2, Manhaj al-Sunnah al-Nabawiyya by the Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. The book is on the screen. Volume 2, page 409. 409. 409. Manhaj al-Sunnah al-Nabawiyya. Okay? 409. We scroll up. Here is Ibn Taymiyyah. Let me make it a little
Okay, Rob.
Yeah.
Make your screen bigger so everybody can see.
Small? Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
For the people who are listening or watching, this is the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, page 409. 409, regarding the Gharaniq, the satanic verses. Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah said, and I quote, what came in Surah An-Najm, which is chapter 53, what came in Surah An-Najm, in his saying, those are the exalted cranes. So what you see here in the green are the satanic verses. Those are the exalted cranes, right? تلك الغرانيق العلا وإن شفاعتهم لترتجى. And indeed their intercession is hoped for, satanic verses in the green, is well known among the early Muslims and later Muslims, as-Salaf wal-Khalaf, that this was stated on his tongue. Then Allah abrogated what Satan did on the tongue of Muhammad, meaning the satanic verses, and he nullified it. That's book number 1. Book what? Book number 1. Book number 2.
Let's pause there. First.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Let's pause there.
No, you're going to allow me to finish.
Okay.
Book number 2, regarding the satanic verses. Book number 2 of Ibn Taymiyyah. مجموع فتاوى لشيخ الإسلام Ibn Taymiyyah. The famous book of Fatawa by Ibn Taymiyyah. And here is the link for the audience to collect. The audience on YouTube. If you want to collect everything, guys, on YouTube, on TikTok, we are putting the sources also in the chat. All right. Volume 10 by Ibn Taymiyyah. Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. On page 291. Page 291. Okay. We scroll up. First part of the page. Look what it says. Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah said, as for those who decided on what was transmitted from the Salaf, the early 3 generations of Muslims, they said that this was transmitted with a proven transmission that cannot be criticized. And the Quran indicates this by saying, and is quoting chapter 22, ayah 52 to 54. Here in the bottom. Right? That's what he said. Proven transmission that cannot be criticized. Who's saying that? Not me. Ibn Taymiyyah. And we scroll down. He doubles it down. Look. Same page. Ibn Taymiyyah continued saying, and they said that al-athar in the tafsir of these ayat are well known and proven in the tafsir, the hadiths and the Quran, and it agrees with the fact that Allah then abrogated what Satan adds, meaning on his tongue, on the tongue of Muhammad and in the Quran, and then strengthens his ayat of the Quran. Go ahead.
Okay, to quickly address the first scan, where he said that it was mashhur. Simply something being mashhur is not proof that it's authentic. Just like Jesus dying on the cross is mashhur, but it's not something that's thabit, right? It's not thabit. So it's not evidence, bro, that people believe this.
Well, actually, right? The early Muslims believe. We want to stick on this topic, or you want to move to another topic? Because if you want to change the topic, I'm willing to go with you. You want to change the topic about the crucifixion?
I'm making an example.
No, don't give me examples. Stick with this topic, because you're lying about what the early Muslims believed about the crucifixion, and I can refute you on it. So no, you don't want me to open that can of worms. So stick with this one.
Wait. Is that baby here? Look, bro. All I'm making is an example. I'm saying, look, just because something mashhur, it doesn't make it authentic. Would you agree?
If something is well known, if let's say you have a town, let's say the entire city of Medina or village of Medina, city of Medina, all of them know about it. The early Muslims know about this. What does that mean?
Does it make it
That
authentic?
means there are countless of
Doesn't make it
reports.
authentic. It's just my truth.
When the entire town speaks of it, that means all the people know what happened. And he doubles it down, like I said, he doubles it down in the second book that I showed you, Majmu' Fatawa. And what did he say?
Look, all the narrations are
Let's
all,
read. Let's read. Can you read what it says
disconnected.
again? Proven transmission that cannot be criticized. So you want to lie?
You know the story
You want
actually
to
has an
say
asl.
that the
You know
early
if you go in
Muslims are
Bukhari-
lying?
If you go in Bukhari,
Did the Salaf, according to Ibn Taymiyyah, did they lie? Or
Wait,
did they
is my-
transmit it
can you
with
hear me?
proven
Can you
transmission?
hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Are you
Can
listening?
you hear
Are you
me? Can you
listening
hear
to me? Before you say can you hear me? Are you listening?
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
listening,
hear
I'm
me?
listening. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Are you okay, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. What did
I'm
Ibn
outside,
Taymiyyah
I'm
said?
outside, I'm
Let's read
outside.
again. Read what Ibn Taymiyyah said. As for those who decided on what was transmitted from the Salaf, the early Muslims, they said that this was transmitted with a proven transmission that cannot be criticized. Can you explain what that means?
Yeah, so it actually has an asl. If you go in Bukhari, the narration,
Address,
you know
please.
it as well, right?
Address what Ibn Taymiyyah is saying first.
But
Brother, are you going to address what Ibn Taymiyyah said? Yes or no?
bro, my internet is lagging. My internet.
Okay. Go fix your internet.
My internet is lagging.
Go fix your internet, come back. Suddenly, guys, when I'm showing him what Ibn Taymiyyah said, suddenly his internet is lagging. See, guys, I mean, how are you going to try to explain what is very clear? Cannot be criticized. لا يمكن القدح فيه. There is no possibility to throw it, in other words, under the bus. Here, the Arabic is very clear, this part. There is no way. There is no way to criticize it. So in other words, guys, what can we conclude? Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, believed. His view was that he believed in the authenticity of the satanic verses. If you call yourself a student of knowledge, you should have known about this. You should have known about the view of Ibn Taymiyyah. He was among the few Muslims, actually, and another guy was Ibn Hajar too, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. They are among the few early classical scholars who actually did believe that the satanic verses truly happened. It's an authentic, sound incident in the life of Muhammad. It's in the screen. It's on the screen. And also, since we're talking about the satanic verse anyway, and I brought Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani also believed in the authenticity of the satanic verse. Watch. Let me open also Ibn Hajar, back to back with the books of Ibn Taymiyyah. Here is the book called Fath al-Bari by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, volume 8. Volume what? 8. On page 439, Surah Al-Hajj, 439. The book is so old that even the page number is not included. But here is the book. If you download it, guys, here is the link. You have to go to page 439. Okay, 439. Here are these highlighted parts. Look. And here is my translation for it, which you can see on the screen, my translation. The source is on the screen, on top. Fath al-Bari by Ibn Hajar, volume 8, page 439. This is the translation. He says, Ibn Hajar says, contrary to what Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi, there's a scholar called Ibn al-Arabi, and Al-Qadi Iyad have claimed, so he's refuting them. They have only claimed, okay, whereby the story has no basis at all. They said that there is no basis. That's what they said. Who? Al-Qadi said, and what Ibn al-Arabi said. And he's going to refute them. When the paths, so here's his refutation. So he believes in it like Ibn Taymiyyah. When the paths of a hadith are many and distinct, where there are simply too many reports, too many paths, and there are too many and distinct, it shows that the report has a basis. So there is a basis for the satanic verses. So, as I said, he doubles it down. Ibn Hajar himself doubles it down, and he says, so as I said, there are three, not one, not two, but three sound but mursal chains for it. Among them, what meets the criteria of the Sahih. So he says, it's Sahih, in other words. But for the fact that they are mursal, this constitute proof for both those that accept mursal reports as proofs and those that do not, due to mutual strengthening of the chains. In other words, guys, because Ibn Hajar says basically this. Ibn Hajar basically says there are simply too many reports and paths, right, which makes it a sound story, and it has a basis. That's what he basically says. So you see Ibn Hajar's view, the Amir for the Sharh of Bukhari in his Fath al-Bari, and Ibn Taymiyyah, they actually believed in the authenticity and in the historicity of the satanic verses regarding the Qaraniq satanic verses. So go do your homework, my friend. The baby, you want to add something, brother?
On this topic, I think you got everything perfect. I got two hadiths, or one hadith that's like a funny hadith, kind of like the other one that I showed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a topic that I'm assuming you know, because you know a lot of, like just like the basics. That's all I know basically. Do you know who Abdullah ibn Sa'd is?
Yeah, of course, Abdullah ibn Abdullah ibn Sa'd. You mean the historian Ibn Sa'd, the student of Al-Waqidi?
No, the companion of Muhammad, the one that apostatized.
If you mean the scribe, his name is Abdullah bin Abi Sarh. Abdullah bin Abi Sarh.
Sarh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I can show the hadith because I'm assuming the people want to see something funny.
Yeah.
So this is Sahih al-Bukhari 5686. You already know which one this is, Rob. No problem.
Good.
So I'm gonna read it. So the climate of Medina did not suit some people, so the Prophet ordered them to follow his shepherd, i.e. his camels, and drink their milk and urine as a medicine. So they followed the shepherd, and as a medicine, I don't think it's in Arabic, but so they followed the shepherd, that is the camels, and drank their milk and urine until their bodies became healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's a video. I don't want to play it, but I mean, you can kind of, you know the process.
Yep.
Again, that's Sahih al-Bukhari 5686.
Yep.
Then this is talking about Abdullah bin Sa'd. And then here's the thing that he said. To me, it has been revealed. When not has been revealed to him refers to Abdullah bin Sa'd ibn Abi Sarh. So Abdullah bin Sarh, who used to write for God's messenger. The verse 23:12 that says, "We created man of an extraction of clay was revealed. And when Muhammad reached the part that says, thereafter we produced him as another creature, 23:14, Abdullah said, so blessed be God, the fairest of creators. In amazement at the details of man's creation, the Prophet said, write it down, for thus it has been revealed. Mm-hmm. Abdullah doubted and said, if Muhammad is truthful, then I receive the revelation as much as he does. And if he is a liar, what I said is as good as what he said. Then he apostatized, and in the time of Muhammad, apostatizing was like a death sentence, basically.
Yep.
So, I mean, they try to say that this is all like BS, that it was just forged. I mean, if somebody's apostatizing over this reason and they want to say it's BS, that's pretty good motive to apostatize.
Yep.
And then the consequences of apostasy back then.
Yeah.
So he went to.
He went back to Mecca, and yeah.
Yeah.
And Muhammad wanted to assassinate him, and because he's the brother through suckling of Uthman stopped basically the Prophet of Islam to assassinate the guy. Yes. Exactly, I know the story, and Muslims try to all kind of do all kind of gymnastics to throw this story under the bus. Yeah, but you see, even his own scribes used to apostatize. In the story, in the context, brother, in the context of this story, let me give you even a more authentic, narration about this. Since we're talking about it anyway, look, if you open Musnad Ahmad regarding this scribe, Musnad Ahmad, and I believe it's the same scribe, by the way. Musnad Ahmad, volume 19. Let me drop the link for everyone. If you want to take a screenshot, brother, baby, let me take over the screen one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, Musnad Ahmad, volume 19. This is a very important hadith, brother. Very important hadith. On page 247. 247. That's where the hadith starts. To make sure that, to show the Muslims that we're not using da'if ahadith. On the next page, you see that it says, Isnadahu sahih ala shart al-shaykhain. The chain of narration is sahih on the condition of the two imams, meaning Bukhari, the two shuyukh, Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim. So it's very authentic hadith, right? We go back, hadith number 12,000, let me type it on the screen, 12,215, that's the hadith number. Oh, what's going on? Hold on, I have to close my... I don't know why. I have a tool, brother, that for highlighting and writing things on the screen. Sometimes it crashes. I don't know why that happens. But look, 12,215. That's the hadith number.
Yeah.
The hadith is sahih. All right. Let's read. Scrolling down. My translation. A man was writing for the Prophet. A man was writing for Muhammad. The Prophet was dictating to him. Ghafuran rahiman. So Muhammad told him, write this down. Ghafuran Rahim. So he was writing the Quran. Okay. So he wrote instead, Aliman Hakiman. Aliman Hakima. So guess what? Muhammad told them, write this. Instead he writes what? This.
Aliman, yeah.
So the Prophet, now here comes the funny stuff. So the Prophet told him, write, Momo said, write such and such and write as you wish. Wait, what? How are you telling the man to write whatever you wish in the Quran? Write as you wish. Wait, what? I think Muhammad is receiving wahi. Muhammad is supposedly receiving revelation from Allah. And you can't write whatever you want as a scribe, right? You see here, Muhammad allowed the scribe to corrupt the Quran with his own words. And he dictated, and again, here is more, and he dictated to him, Momo dictated to him, to the scribe, Haliman Hakima. And Momo said, the scribe said, forgive me, and the scribe said, shall I write, O Muhammad, Sami'an Basiran? Shall I write instead, Sami'an Basiran? Muhammad said, write as you wish. Wait, what? Again, he doubles it down. Now, guess what the man did? So the man became an apostate and left Islam. And if you ask me, this is in the context of Abdullah bin Abi Sarh. Look.
Oh, so this hadith doesn't refer to which scribe, right?
No, it doesn't say, but I believe it is Abdullah bin Abi Sarh. I think Abdullah bin Abi Sarh had multiple incidents that forced him to become a murtad. Look, it says literally in the Arabic, فَارْتَدَّ ذَلِكَ الرَّجُلْ عَنِ الْإِسْلَامِ. The man, the scribe, became an apostate because he started to doubt Muhammad and he left Islam. Because Muhammad allowed him to write whatever he wish. Now, Muslims might say, oh, this is not the Quran that he was writing down. But hold on. Why would the man become an apostate and leave Islam if it's not the Quran? Right?
Exactly.
So let's say, brother baby, you are my scribe and I'm asking you, brother the baby, write down, yesterday I was at school. You're asking me, and I claim that I'm receiving wahi. You are asking me, shall I write down yesterday you were at a church? You say to me, write as you wish.
Yeah.
Would that make me leave Islam? No. So it's about the Quran. Why? And we can even conclude that. Why? Because look, I did not put in the entire translation because it's simply too long. But it literally says that there was a man, Anas bin Malik, إن رجلا كان يكتب للنبي صلى الله عليه. The man was a scribe. He was writing for the Prophet. And it says that he used to read Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Ali Imran. So what was he talking about? About the Quran, 2 chapters. Namely, chapter 2 and chapter 3. وَكَانَ الرَّجُلْ إِذَا, when the man was reading Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Ali Imran. So he was reading literally the Quran in front of Muhammad. So what are they talking about? About the Quran. And that's why the man left Islam and he became an apostate. Let me make it a little bit smaller so that the people can take a screenshot together with the Arabic on page 247. Take a screenshot, guys. And the hadith is, of course, is sahih. We don't do da'if here.
I know in the source I brought up, it mentions that there was 2 other scribes.
Many. There was also a Christian scribe too. In Bukhari, if you look it up, there is a Christian scribe who also left Islam. And he used to say about Muhammad that Muhammad, he was being taught by the Christian. Let's see if I can find the hadith since we're talking about it anyway, brother. Let's see if we can find that hadith.
And I is saying that this reporter is Mursal.
They can say whatever they want. Look, here is Bukhari. Look, 3617. Bukhari 3617. Can you read it? It's on the screen.
Yeah, 3617. Let me pull it up.
Narrated Anas?
Narrated by Anas. So there was a Christian who embraced Islam and read Surah Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran, and he used to write for the Prophet. Later on, he returned to Christianity again, and he used to say, Muhammad knows nothing but what I have written for him.
Stop. What did this Christian who became a Muslim and became a scribe for Muhammad, what did he used to say? Muhammad knows nothing but what I have written for him after leaving Islam. So even this ex-Christian who became a scribe, notice that Muhammad is a fraud. And he was actually teaching him. I was teaching him. That's what he literally says. Muhammad knows nothing. In other words, brother, Muhammad is a fraud. Because he's a Christian, he's using him, right? For input. Because he was a Christian, he's using him to make Quran. Do you see where Muhammad got all his information from Christianity and Judaism?
Yeah, exactly. It's funny, the chat, everybody's saying it's taking it out of context. But they're not understanding when you apostatize, it's not something slight. It's a death sentence.
Yeah.
So if you're apostatizing because you disbelieve in something, it's highly unlikely to be false or like a forgery.
Yep. Exactly. Brother, brother, if you don't mind, I will let you go. Thank you for coming up. You're a dear brother to my heart. I want to talk about the Dawah boards, if you don't mind, brother. Thank you for coming up, Habibi. Always come back, huh? It was a very pleasant conversation, and I also enjoyed our conversation the other day. We did a lot of damage.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Honi. Hey, you stay safe out there.
You too, brother.
Educate everybody out here, man. Keep spreading the gospel, man. God bless.
That was brother the baby, an Assyrian Christian like me. Thank you for coming up, brother. Is there any Muslim who wants to come up? Hello? Hello? Brother Patiroxy, you there?
Hey, brother Rob, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Did you
What's
hear
up? What do you
about
want
the
to share with
doxing?
us?
Did you hear about the doxing too? Of apparently last night they made an AI video of making fake, you know what I mean, adult content with Godlogic's wife. These
Oh,
guys are just horrible,
horrible
horrible
people.
people.
Horrible people, exactly. What can we expect from people who support a nasty prophet like Muhammad, who was doing it with the young boys like this? I mean,
Hey, don't
understand.
forget the PP one, Rob.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
forget
forget
the
about the
PP one.
people.
You know,
Yeah, I know, bro.
The-
I know. It's
there's that
embarrassing.
one. You know, I remember you showing that. I was laughing my, you know what, off when that one report said he sucked on it.
I know. I don't want to talk about it too much today because I want to focus on these hypocrites, these so-called Dawah bros, who are accusing one another of shirk, yet they keep forgetting that their prophet committed shirk over and over and over again.
Yup. By the way, Mo in the comments is Shia. He wants to come up, and then I know and I
He
has
can
been
raise his
running
hand
his
if he
mouth.
wants to come up. You want to come up? Raise your hand.
By the way, I'm not mod on this account. I think it was a couple accounts ago I was mod. If you want, I can help try to invite people up.
I need moderators, man. I need moderators.
Yeah, you only had one as far as I know, and I haven't seen him in a bit. I've been telling people to like the live. I've probably liked over 1,000, 2,000 times probably. I haven't seen.
Keep doing that. Thank you.
I haven't seen original Kafir around. Usually he's in somewhere
he's
lurking.
often here though, but maybe today he is.
Usually in the Discord.
Yeah, I think he's out of town, maybe, or maybe he has work. You know, we can't always force people to be with us. But when he sees me live though, he joins though. But yeah,
he be lurking.
Yeah. So just to make sure, so they are creating AI videos. These Dawah bros, they are creating AI videos, and they're trying to dox families and wives of Christians.
Yes. So the other day, they actually Malik, the Dr. Malik, the failed rapper, he doxed David Wood's wife, and she got a bunch of threats because of it. And the other day, Malik, they used a picture of when she was like a lot younger in a bikini, and used it to make an AI video of her doing, you know, adult content.
Wow.
Which
David
Wood and stuff was live.
This donkey, right?
Yeah.
Failed rapper.
Yeah, and then apparently he's been doing it on a supposed quote unquote Christian sister stream called JC Forever 33.
Yeah.
And apparently he goes on there and she just lets him just do docs and all this other stuff. Apparently he's trying to dox he thinks David Wood's name is David Segura.
You must be a special type of guy to go out after people's families. You must be such a low tier that you have no arguments but to try to dox people as if we are afraid. Abful. You and your army is going to silence the Christian apologists. We are warriors. We are lions. You think we are better than the early Christians who died for their faith in Christ? The apostles and the early Christians? We are willing to lay down our lives. Are you okay? Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I thought you were. The funny thing is, though, his wife. He showed the text afterwards. His wife saying, "You think this scares me?" And what they did is, you should see the shenanigans. David Wood. I would advise you or anyone else after this live go check it out. He has a picture of Muhammad that says, "Why are you doing this, Malik?" in a jar of his own piss with the Quran page behind him.
Yeah.
And he has a.
Oh, I've seen that stuff. Yeah, I've seen it. With
yeah.
The
And then he
ham
has a pig.
With the dog.
Then he has a pig with Malik's name on it. And yeah, so he's getting everyone on it. It's
Bro,
like,
the moment, let me tell you something. The moment you go after somebody's, let's say, children or wife, your families, it's done, bro. If somebody would have tried to dox my family, I will go all out. I promise you, I will go all out.
Oh,
you know,
by the way,
so
on the 29th,
I understand the Christians, though. Yeah.
Yeah, on the 29th is Salwan Momika's anniversary of his unalivement. So just to remember that if you want to make something for him.
Which day?
So basically,
let me take a note. Which day you said?
The 20 this month on the 29th. So the whole basically the end of that month is going to be something, because we're making the 1/30th Al Zut Day, because one Muhammad's 30. So it'd be
I've did multiple live streams, and I mentioned brother Selwan Momika. Selwan Momika is the guy who got unalived, right? So
then you got the Africans, the Nigerian brothers and the Sudanese brothers. I don't know if you saw the pictures of their brothers in Sudan that were unalived on such a mass scale. It actually changed the color of the landscape. Of like literally the land turning red. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's what Muslims can do, bro. You see, for the people who don't know who Selwan Momika is, this is Selwan Momika on the screen, a warrior. He's also a Syrian. In Sweden, he burned the Quran in public, and they finally, knew where he lived. And Muslims sent a hit squad after him, and they unalived him while he was live streaming. Okay, so they unalived him when he was live streaming on TikTok, and the yeah.
Wasn't it like a golden Quran or something for his head? There was like some sort of like golden. It was like something like that, right?
Yeah, they put money on his head. So the moment you put money on people's heads, you get the idea.
Yeah, I was telling a guy in chat. He was running his mouth. They kept telling him to go up. He kept making excuses, like whatever, Marlboro or whatever in the comments. I was like, Rob has money on his head, and he's like, liar. No, that's not true. I'm like, bro, we have Solomon Mumika. Then we had our brother Ronnie Christian Sheikh. I was making a joke, let
me show you actually for the people who are saying Rob, you're lying, all right? Let me show you. Bro, if I show you my box, you'll go crazy. But just to give you an idea, right? Look. Just to show you that we are not lying, this is what the kind of messages that I'm receiving. Just to give you an idea, guys. This donkey here on the screen, he sent me this message. Ankit Shah said, and I quote, "Me and the other Muslims, part of the Brother Guns," I have no idea what kind of schmerorist group this is, but anyway, who cares, "are after you, Rob Christian. The person which reveals your identity first will get an enormous what? Enormous amount of money." Did you see it? "I swear to Allah, we will get you." You see it?
Yeah, who's to tell though how much their enormous amount of money is? Like when like the Iranian regime, they had like a million of their dollars is like $7 when they were trying to say, "Hey, we'll pay you guys like basically seven
Here's another cupcake. Look, here's another cupcake. This was some time ago on Skype. He sent me this on Skype. As you see, this is a Skype call. "Let me just find your address and cut off your..." Right? And then I send him a message back. "I'll be waiting for you. You send me this death threat on Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. If you don't show up soon, you're nothing but a little coward and a liar, just like your filthy PDF file prophet who's under my shoe." That's the message that I sent to him. And I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for at least... How many years? 5 years.
Yeah, my family, we're country. Like we're country. We're all, you know what I mean? We got all the pews. So I tell them like, try. You're not gonna have a good time. I'm gonna make you Hindu. I'm gonna make you go back to your roots.
Yeah.
Give them that little dot,
Bro.
But anyway,
thank you for coming up, brother Pedron. Another amazing brother in Christ. Stay safe, brother. God bless you.
God bless.
I'll see you, okay, brother? Stay safe.
Yeah, see you around.
See you around, brother. God bless. Let's see if we have Muslims. I'm waiting for a Muslim to join. A Muslim who will not call his scholars liars. No more guests? No more guests? No guests. Okay. Muslims are too terrified to come up. The only one Muslim who came up, he started to call his Sheikh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah a liar. It's recorded. We already had a discussion. And then suddenly when I showed him the wordings, the literally the quotation of Ibn Taymiyyah, suddenly he had a bad connection. And this guy, guys, again, this guy here on the screen, his name is Malik. He's going after Brother David Wood and the other brothers and sisters. Brother Jai and Sister DOC. He's going after Brother God Logic. He's going after Brother Chris Cross and Brother Thaddeus, Brother David Wood. If you're going to go after families, bro, you don't want to do that. You don't want to open that can of worms because it will backfire. Don't do that. Don't go after family members and try to dox them because you have no arguments, you have no refutation. Have some shame, have some honor, have some dignity. If you love your mother, why are you trying to dox other people's wives and mothers and sisters and daughters? If you love your sister, do you want that to happen to your sisters? No. Do you want to have that to happen to your families? No. Why are you doing that to other people's families? Why are you including people's families and loved ones in the mix? Have some shame, man. But yeah, these are Muslims. What can we expect? These are Muslims. What can we expect? All right, let's continue. Guys, here's more. Jake, the Muslim meta clown, was trying to takfir everyone and everybody. Look what he also said about Deen response. What he said also, I also posted this comment in my community post. Look what he said. He also said the following in his community post. And I took a screenshot and posted it on my YouTube channel as well in the community section. He said, and I quote, I, Jake Prankatella, Jake the Muslim meta clown, I, Jake, publicly disassociate myself from Lesbiano himself, and his little girlfriend, Dean Response. Both of them, by the way, are terrified to debate me. Both of them. I've sent both of them multiple challenges for debate. Both of them are running. For your information. If you have watched my videos, you have seen my videos. It hurts me to say, he continues, it hurts me to say this, but they are not principled du'ad. In other words, they are low tier. He's literally calling them low tiers. They are low tiers. He's calling them literally low tiers. They are more concerned with views. So they are all about the views. They are more concerned with views, fame, popularity, and money? No way. No way, Jose. No way. It's all about the views and the money and the fame. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. No way. Is he for real? Guys, invite more people. Tap the screen, please. Smash that like button. Invite more people. I know many people are here for entertainment purposes, but we are exposing these liars and deceivers, and they're going at each other's throats. They are doing their works for us. So it's all about the money and the popularity and the fame and the views. So they are not doing it for the truth. Then they are with pleasing Allah. They fear men and want to please men more than they fear Allah and want to please Him. I make this statement based upon their public and private deeds known to me. May Allah rectify our affairs and guide us all. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. You see what they're doing? They are literally creating fitna among one another. They are the ones who are doing our jobs for us, guys. Soon, guys, you don't need Christian apologists anymore because they are doing our jobs for us. They are exposing one another. They are attacking one another. I mean, Guys, forget about this. I wanna show you some clips. I wanna play some video clips. Funny video clips about Aisha and whatnot. What they said. Look, guys, what they said. In a debate that I saw recently, small clip of what was being said by this guy. I don't know who he is, but he debated IP, brother IP. He debated brother IP. Look what happened.
Now let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
So did Aisha hit puberty? Listen carefully, guys. Let me one more time from the beginning. Listen carefully.
Now let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
How does that help him? How does that help him? Guys, I mean, did this guy fall on his head that morning before the debate? Guys, listen what he says. Listen what he says carefully. Listen.
Let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls.
So in other words, she was a baby girl who did not hit puberty. What a mercy. What's wrong with these people, bro? Instead of defending Aisha, he's making it more worse for the Muslims. He just admitted that Aisha was playing with dolls, and he says older girls are not allowed to play with dolls. If you hit puberty, you are not allowed to play with dolls anymore. In other words, he just admitted that Aisha did not reach the age of puberty at the age of 9. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Guys, he said it. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls.
I mean. This guy's. Oh, this is too much. Guys, you see, I keep telling you, they are doing our jobs for us. He just admitted. Remember, he said older girls are not allowed to play with dolls. It would be shirk, right? If you play with dolls, because that's forbidden in Islam. But Aisha did play with dolls at 9 years old when Momo split her moon. So Aisha did not hit puberty at 9 when Momo mounted her. Idiot! One more time. Look, guys, listen carefully. I mean, he's literally doing our work for us. Listen.
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute. Wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No.
This is the best comedy ever, bro. I mean, why do you need Netflix when the Dawah bros are exposing that their prophet was a PDF file? He just lost the debate. That moment, he lost the debate. It's over. That's the whole point. Your prophet was a PDF file and you admitted it. I mean, I'm a guy. I need to play it one more time. Look, listen.
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute. Wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls. if you are a teenager.
Yeah, that means when she was a child.
No.
Then. Now let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty?
Guys, I can't stop playing this video. It's too much.
Now let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute. Wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls if you are a teenager.
Yeah, that means when she was a child.
No.
Now
I mean, you can't make this up. The guy admits it, and he doesn't realize what he just did to his prophet. He doesn't realize that he just admitted that his prophet is a PDF file, according to that logic. IP didn't even try here. Man, what a luxury to be in such a position, man. Oh, man. I mean, they are doing our jobs for us. You heard it, right? Here's the link of the video. I posted it. Let me post it also on our Discord server. This is amazing. This is amazing. He just admitted it, that Aisha did not reach the age of puberty. To make it more clear, guys, what he actually cooked himself and he cooked his prophet. To make it more clear, in Fath al-Bari, watch. In Fath al-Bari. Let me give you the link. In Fath al-Bari, regarding the age of Aisha, Fath al-Bari. We're going to go to Fath al-Bari. What is Fath al-Bari, Rob? This is the exegesis. This is the sharh. This is the explanation. The exegesis. Exegesis for Bukhari. Okay. Volume 10, I dropped already the link. Volume 10, we're going to go and open this book on page 543. 543. Hadith, Bukhari, the explanation for Bukhari, 6130. You're with me, right, guys? 6130, meaning this hadith here on the screen. You can find the hadith on sunnah.com, this hadith. So this hadith is going to be explained, okay, about Aisha narrating it. Aisha used to play with the dolls, even during the debate, right? He admitted it. I was playing with dolls in the presence of the Prophet. And my girlfriend, so Aisha's playing, right? Muhammad is watching her playing. And also used to play with me. So her girlfriend, they used to play. So these are little girls, babies. Baby girls, children. When Allah's messenger used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves, but the Prophet would call them to join and play with me. So they were playing. These are children, right? The playing with dolls, here between brackets, is from Fath al-Bari, guys. You see it? The playing with dolls and similar images is forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time. Why? Because she was still a prepubescent girl who did not reach the age of puberty. Boom. Boom. In Islam, very clearly, you're not allowed to play with dolls if you have reached the age of puberty. You're not allowed to play with dolls anymore if you reach the age of puberty. Right? Right? You see it? And in Fath al-Bari, guys, we can see if we go to the next page. So, explanation for the hadith that we just read. Page 544. Next page, 544. I already gave you the link for this, the explanation for this hadith. We scroll down. We see that how Aisha was playing with dolls and whatnot. And then it says the following. Very important. Let's see how old Aisha was when she finally did reach the age of puberty. What age? So the question is, guys, that we're going to explain to you is, what age did Aisha reach? At what age? At what age did Aisha reach her puberty? At what age? When did she start to bleed? At what age did actually Aisha reach her puberty? Aisha reached her puberty. Let's see. لأن عائشة, this is Ibn Hajar, لأن عائشة كان في غزوة خيبر بنت 14 سنة. It says that during the conquest, when Momo, so in other words, when Momo attacked together with the Muslims Khaybar, where he got poisoned, remember the Jews of Khaybar? She was 14 years old. Aisha was 14 years old. That's literally what it says. Or she has finished it, or she was very close to it. You get the idea, right? She was very close to the year 14, at the age of 14. And he comes in the disaster. And when Muhammad, 2 years later, we're talking about, if you do history, so do some digging, the Ghazwa Tabuk was 2 years later. This is during the conquest of Tabuk. 2 years later, after the incident of Khaybar. Okay? 2 years later, during the conquest of Tabuk, so 14 plus 2, you already get the idea, 16 years. 14 plus 2, 16 years. She was how old? 16 when she finally reached the age of puberty. 2 years later. That's literally what it says. وأما في غزوة تبوك فكانت قد بلغت قطعا. For sure, 2 years later, for sure she had reached the age of puberty. And anybody who says otherwise, that's what it says in the green, he got refuted. Anybody who tried to say otherwise is wrong. So guys, when did she bleed? At the age of 16, 2 years later, during the conquest of Tabuk. Boom. So, the gentleman earlier was right when he refuted his prophet. When he exposed his prophet, right? Again, one more time.
Now let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute, wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls if you are a teenager.
Yeah, that means when she was a child.
No.
Now let's talk about Aisha.
He just exposed his prophet for being the PDF file that he is. Thank you for doing our jobs for us. He literally admits it. I mean, you must be a special type of guy. I think his parents, guys, I have to conclude. My conclusion is, these Dawah bros who are trying to defend Islam must be sons of products of cousin marriages. His parents must be direct cousins, guys. They must be blood related. That's the only conclusion that I can take. I mean, you're trying to defend Islam. You're trying to defend your prophet, but you're actually exposing your prophet. Watch one more time, guys. One more time.
Now let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute, wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls if you are a teenager.
Yeah.
So in other words, Aisha did not reach the age of puberty. That's why she was allowed to play with dolls. Boom! Unbelievable. This guy is too much.
Emotional, damn it.
I mean, are you okay, bro? Let's see if we have a guest. Oh man. This is too much. I can't. Hello? Oh, he left? Do we have any guests? Any Muslim? What's wrong with you? يخرب بيتك يا زلمة. I'm deaf عن نبيك but you خريط عن النبي. Like بال على النبي يا Reversion, if Reversion is still with me. Like he just took a dump on the chest of his prophet, basically. He just took a dump on the chest of his prophet. خريط في لحية نبيك يا زلمة. خريط في لحية نبيك. You just expose your prophet. You're doing my job for me. You're doing brother's IP's job for him. Is this guy against us or is he against his prophet? I'm confused. One more time.
Let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls if you are a teenager.
Yeah, that means when she was a child.
No.
Oh man, this is the best video clip ever. I mean, who would have thought that the Muslims admit that their prophet is a PDF file? Who would have thought that? Unbelievable. And it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. It gets worse by the second watch. Salvation here. He literally did that. He just took the beard of the prophet and he wiped the floor with the beard of the prophet. I'm not kidding. Look, guys, here is a hadith that I want to share with you that I found on the internet, brother. Look, hadith from the book of Imam Ahmad in his Musnad Ahmad. Musnad Ahmad 25769. Musnad Ahmad, so the reference is what, wrong? The reference is Musnad Ahmad. That's the reference. 25769. That's the reference. Musnad Ahmad 25769 by Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the founding father of the Madhabi Sunni school. That Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Okay? We scroll down. It's a very long hadith. Very long. Very long hadith. So it's talking about Aisha's marriage. Okay? When she was 6 years old, then 9 years old. You get the idea. Then I want to read the most specific part where it's talking about the consummation and whatnot. Right? Look, this, I want you to read with me, together with me, guys, from this here. My mother brought me while I was on a swing. So Aisha was playing on a swing between the two date palms. So guys, they made for her a swing. Aisha's a little girl. She was swinging. She had her girlfriends playing with her. You get the idea, okay? Then her mother, she took her down from the swing. So Aisha was playing, poor girl. And Aisha, so Aisha reporting this. Aisha said, do you see it? Aisha. And I had a little tuft of hair. Tuft of hair. Forgive me. So she parted it and wiped my face with some water. So that's what her mother is doing to her. Then she came leading me until she made me stand at the door. And I was out of breath. Why? Because she was playing. She was, running. Aisha was out of breath until I calmed down. Then she brought me in. Her mother brought her in, and there was the Momo, the PDF file, sitting on a bed in our house. Guys, why am I bringing this hadith up? Because I'm about to show you, Rob Christian, I am about to show you where Momo deflowered her. I'm about to show you where Momo deflowered Aisha and split her moon in half. Where exactly? Here. in the house of her parents. Muhammad was waiting for her on a bed in our house with men and women of the Ansar, the helpers from Medina, around him. Ansar are the helpers of Momo from Medina. These are the people, the Muslims who converted in Medina. She seated me in his lap. So she picked up Aisha and put her on the lap of Momo. Momo, the PDF file, was, she little picked her up and put the baby girl Aisha, on his lap. Then said, these are your family. Wait, what? These are your family. يخرب بيتك, you PDF file. يخرب بيتك, ya Muhammad. These are your family. May Allah bless you in them and bless them in you. Then the men and women got up and left. Okay, now here comes the juicy stuff. Watch. You must be an evil mother to do that to your daughter. But anyway, then Momo, read with me, then Momo consummated the marriage with me in our house. Where did the effing happen? In her parents' house. Muhammad tapped Aisha. He consummated the marriage with her. He split her moon in half in her parents' house. And of course, the hadith is good in chain, meaning Hassan in chain. You see it? That's not me saying it. This is an Islamic website saying it. Let me give you the link. Here is the link for this website. And of course, like I said, the hadith is Hassan. Where did the effing happen? In her parents' house. No camel was slaughtered for me, nor was a sheep sacrificed for me until Sa'd bin Ubadah sent us a bowl. I hope it wasn't the bowl that Muhammad used to take a pee in. Okay. When he used to send the messenger of Allah when he went around to his wives. And at that time, I was 9 years old. Imagine. They bringing in a periafal. Abu Bakr, the filthy Abu Bakr, and his wife Ruman. Abu Bakr and his wife brought this PDF to Aisha in their house. You must be a special type of evil to bring a man to your house and allow your daughter to be effed on your bed. Special father of the year. And this happened supposedly in the year 622. The same year of Hijrah. Islamic year. Basically the year 1 then. Am I saying it? Or year 0, whatever you want to, how you want to count. But this happened in 622 AD. Okay, 622 AD. That's when Muhammad migrated from Mecca to Medina in that year. Let's see if the hadith actually also says it. I think I read it somewhere that this happened. Yeah, here, look. Aisha said when we arrived in Medina. So it happened in the year 622. I was right. This is a new discovery, guys, as you see. It happened literally in the house of her parents. When Muhammad deflowered her, when she did not bleed yet. Remember, Aisha started to bleed at what age? Aisha started to bleed at the age of 16. Remember, we already proved it. And the Muslim earlier proved it as well. No, not 14, 16. Then you're not paying attention. Why? Again, if we go back to Fath al-Bari, look. In Fath al-Bari, we see that Aisha reached the age of puberty 2 years after the Battle of Khaybar at the conquest of Tabuk, when Muhammad supposedly attacked the Romans. Aisha reached the age of puberty for sure. When? She was 16 years old. 2 years later. لأن عائشة كانت في غزوة خيبر بنت 14 سنة. So she was 14 years old. But 2 years later, during the conquest of Tabuk, she had reached it for sure, the age of puberty for sure. In other words, she reached the age of puberty at 16. This is the way to do actual research. So you Muslims have lied to us. You Muslims, I'm calling you all out. All of you Dawah boys, I'm calling you out. You disgusting lies and deceivers. You, all of you, are a bunch of liars and deceivers. All of you. When you said that Aisha did reach the age of puberty when Momo split her moon in half, I just refuted all of you. Here's the reference one more time. I already put it in the chat, but here's the reference one more time. This is not me saying it. This is Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani who explained it in his famous Fath al-Bari, volume 10 by Ibn Hajar, on page 543 and page 544 on top. And specifically page 544 when he explains Bukhari what? Bukhari 6130. So we have the exegesis here. Okay? Thank you very much. No, Abu Bakr had no choice because Muhammad said to him, even in the beginning, guys, Abu Bakr said, but you are my brother. Muhammad said, no, you're only my brother in faith. So poor Abu Bakr had no choice but to accept it, right? You know the famous hadith. You are my brother only in faith, brother. So Aisha's halal for me. Is there any Muslim who would dare to come up after what I just did? Is there any Muslim who would dare to come up and say, Rob, you're lying? I challenge you right here, right now. I challenge you right here, right now. And we just found out that it happened in the house of her parents. When Momo climbed on top of Aisha at the age of 9, she was 9. Here she was 9 years old. Aisha was 9 years old. It happened in maybe, we can't be 100% sure, but I believe, remember these were not mansions, these were small houses. These houses were tiny houses, often with only one bedroom, okay? We're talking about the 7th century, right guys? Small tiny houses. So big chance, and I will say it as this, it's a big chance that it happened in the bed of her parents, meaning the bed of Abu Bakr and his wife. Right? And the chain of narration is good, meaning Hasan. Hasan Hadith. Musnad Ahmad. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. And here is the link. Hadith number 25769. Wallah. Allah, may Allah burn Muhammad in hell. Fi Jahannam, nar Jahannam. Yakhrab Baitak. And they call this a prophet of God. They call this a prophet of God. Any Muslim? Before we continue, is there any Muslim? Rob, when did you discover this hadith? Recently? Maybe 2 weeks ago? I can't remember, to be honest with you. There are simply too many hadith, guys, but every time, glory to Christ, every time. May the Lord use us mightily. But every time we open the Islamic books and we do some investigation, we find these gems. Imagine in the house of her parents. In the house of her parents, Muhammad after. Aisha admits it. Look, Aisha is talking. Where? In the house of her parents. Filthy son of Satan. Yakhrab Baitak. Guys, I want to play a small short video that I also found on the internet. How Muslims literally lie about our Bible. We know that, guys. We know how they lie about our Bible. But this one is funny, though. This one is short but sweet, like the one before. Watch this, guys. Watch how they expose themselves when they debate Christians. Watch. And this is the same guy that I buried on chapter 56, ayah 37, where Allah calls the women uruban atraba. The word uruban means qahba. This is the same guy. This is the son of the illegal marriage between Lesbiano and his girlfriend, Dean Response. So this is their student, basically, their product of mut'a, their son, Leafy. Watch.
It's not, bro, I need you to track what I'm saying. So in Malachi 5, the Messiah shares in the glory.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So in Malachi 5...
But there is no Malachi 5. Wait, what?
It's not, bro, I need you to track what I'm saying. So in Malachi 5, the Messiah shares in the glory.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So in Malachi 5...
But there is no Malachi 5. Idiot.
Is in the glory.
Idiot.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So in Malachi 5...
But there is no Malachi 5. There is no Malachi 5 because Malachi only goes to 4. Idiot. There are only 4 chapters for Malachi. Only 4. Oh, Malachi 5. Did you hear it? They are creating new chapters for the Holy Bible, guys. Malachi has only 4 chapters. Where did you find Malachi 5? If you can find me Malachi 5, I will take my shahada. I mean, Muslims, you can't be that stupid. Can you? Well, clearly they can. يخرب بيتك. Where do you get Malachi 5 from? Malachi 5 only goes to 4. Idiot. يخرب بيت بيتك. يخرب بيت نبيك. Unbelievable.
It's not, bro, I need you to track what I'm saying. So in Malachi 5, the Messiah shares in the glory.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So in Malachi 5...
But there is no Malachi 5.
You serious?
Yeah, I need to upload this as a short video, man. Idiot. I challenge you to find me Malachi 5 here. This is BibleStudyTools.com. Go to any biblical website, any website for the Bible, or open the Bible. Find me Malachi 5. Look, it only goes to 4. Idiot. Malachi 1, Malachi 2, 3, and 4. Where's 5? Malachi 5, do you hear it? Malachi 5. There's Malachi 5. I mean, it's too much, man. This is too much, man. This is too much, man. You're making it too easy for us. Malachi 5. You hear it? Malachi 5. They are inventing new books for the Bible every day. And they have the audacity to say, that we Christians corrupt the Bible. Yet they are forcing chapters in the Bible that are not there. Malachi 5. Anyway, guys, have you seen my recent video? That I uploaded about Libya?
Could it refer to like when he comes back and then will die?
No. This one here. Watch what Libby said. Watch how Libiano, Sister Libiano, said what he said. Libiano, the Dawah buffoon, did it again, guys. When Muslims are out in public, surrounded by Christians, they will intentionally lie because they know that they are allowed to openly lie in Islam when they are confronted by their enemies in public. Watch how Libiano exposes himself and openly lies during a street debate with Pastor David Lynn.
It says Muhammad married a 6-year-old. Now, listen. She's 19. Okay. Listen, I'm going to apologize to everybody. I said that Muhammad was a pedophile. I'll apologize. He was just someone that married young people. Okay? So he approved
this guy's a legend, bro. Hold on, look what he said.
I said that Muhammad...
What, guys, listen carefully. So he's apologizing, but he's burying their prophet.
Right? I said that Muhammad was a pedophile. I'll apologize. He was just someone that married young people. Okay, so he approved of marrying people under the age of puberty. That was his tradition. So I apologize, but that's the fact. He married Aisha at 6 years old, and you can look inside the Hadiths and the Quran, and there's many passages that describe when a person can actually sleep with a woman. Even prepubescent women, Muhammad authorized that you could sleep with a prepubescent woman even after 3 months of waiting.
That's true.
And that is in the Quran. Look it up.
65-4.
No, I want to clarify. No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not. We believe that when a female becomes marriageable and she becomes a woman and she meets the conditions of marriage, then she is to be married as a woman. We don't believe in child marriage.
Libiano knows that he's lying, but let's open the books and see what the scholars have said about child marriage in Islam. Watch how I'll slowly cook him in front of you. In Bukhari volume 7 on page 57, right on top of the hadith 5133, talking about Aisha's age and how old she was when Muhammad mounted her, we read, giving one's young children in marriage is halal.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
And underneath that, ayah 65:4 of the Quran is mentioned. And it explains that you are allowed to marry a prepubescent girl and have sex with her. But if you decide to divorce that little girl, she must wait 3 months to make sure that she's not pregnant when another Muslim man wants to remarry her after you. And if we go to the explanation, the exegesis, the sharh for Sahih al-Bukhari collection of hadith called Fath al-Bari, volume 9 by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, on page 27, things become even more clear. Let's read. And Ibn Battal said, it's lawful to marry a little prepubescent girl with an older man as consensus, ijma', even if she's in the cradle. Wow.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
Ibn Hajar continues and says, and it's taken from the hadith of the Messenger of Allah, Muhammad, that a father in Islam can marry his little prepubescent daughter without her consent.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
But wait, Libiano said child marriage in Islam is haram.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
And in Nail al-Awtar, volume 12 by Imam al-Shawkani on page 78, we read, and in the hadith, there is proof it's allowed to marry the child with the adult. And al-Bukhari arranged a chapter for this, as we showed you from the book of Bukhari, and mentioned the hadith of Aisha. And he mentioned the scholarly consensus on the permissibility of that in his opening statement. He said, and even if she, the child, was in the cradle, but it's not allowed to have sexual intercourse with her until she's ready. In other words, there is no age limit for marrying children. You can even marry a 1-day-old baby, an infant, even if she's in the cradle, but you're not allowed to harm her private part. So, what can we conclude? There is no age limit for marrying children. You can marry even a 1-day or 1-hour baby, but you're not allowed to destroy her private part. Guys, what is the only condition in Islam? What is the only condition? Age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. It's on the screen. You can even do it. You can even marry a baby while she's in her cradle. She just came out of the womb of her mother. You can marry her. So age, there is no age limit. You can marry a 1 hour, 1 minute. Again, you can marry a 1 second baby that came out of the womb of her mother, an infant. There is no age limit. The only condition is, there's only one condition, just one. One condition. What's the one condition, Rob? You cannot harm her, meaning her private part, her little baby female private part. That's the only condition. And if you do it and you make the front hole one hole together with the back hole, you get the idea. There's an expensive English word for calling it fistula. Fistula, Google it if you don't believe me. If you force yourself on such a baby and destroy her, you harm her, you have to pay money to the, you have to, to the family for what you did to her, right? You have to compensate, right? So the only condition is don't harm her, but question. I have a question. People often forget to ask the $1 million question. My question is very clear and simple. Maybe a Muslim can come up. How do you know that such a baby girl is ready? How do you know? That's my question. Important question, right, guys? How do you know if such a baby girl, like Aisha, who did not reach the age of puberty, how do you know that such a baby girl is ready? The answer is very simple, right, guys? Answer is simple. If it fits. So keep trying. So keep trying every couple of hours, maybe days, maybe months. So that was what Muhammad was doing. In other words, guys, that is what Momo was doing between Aisha's age, between when? 6 to 9. So in those 3 years, Muhammad kept trying if it fit. And if it didn't fit and he wants to climax, he used to do thawing. He did what? Momo was thawing Aisha. And it's allowed in Islam to thaw your wives, even if she's a baby. Putting your wee-wee between her mimi. Putting your wee-wee between her mimi because it doesn't fit and you want to enjoy, you can use your tongue, you can do everything as long as it doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, don't force yourself into her. That's the condition. Else you might destroy her. This is Islam, guys. This is Islam. And I have countless of websites and books to back it up. Look, for example, here. Islam Web, the #1 website on the planet for Islam. The Arabic website, sometimes they also provide English translations. But let me open the link so you can see it with your own eyes. Rob doesn't need to lie, like the Dawah bros. Here is Islam Web. You see it? Islamweb.net. Islamweb.net. We scroll down all the way down. Fatwa number. If I'm not mistaken, it's fatwa number 78. Let me make it a little bit bigger. 78529. That's the fatwa number. Fatwa number. So this is a fatwa Q&A. Islamic ruling 78529. That's the fatwa number. And it was written in the year 2006, as you see. Islam Web. We scroll all the way down. We go all the way. Here, this is the question, as you see, Q&A. And here is the answer. Here is the answer from the Mufti of the website, the Mufti behind the website, Islamic Mufti, Sheikh. And we go all the way down and we copy, let's say, this part. We copy this part all the way down here. We copy it. I'm only going to copy and I'll put it for you in Google Translate so you can read. So that you can't say, Rob, you're lying on anything, right? So you can't say, Rob, you're lying or anything. Q&A, answer. This is the answer from the Sheikh. Arabic, answer. Regarding your question, the permissibility of a young wife, meaning a small baby girl, young wife, means baby. Okay, guys? As-saghira. Okay? As-saghira here. Baby wife with lust is allowed. Thighing. You see? Thigh rubbing, meaning thighing. And like has a guidelines that we explained in Fatwa 19. There's another Fatwa. The scholars have explained. What did they explain? That it's halal for a Muslim man to enjoy his baby wife however he wishes, provided there is no harm. So guys, again, you see how I was right? If you marry a baby, listen carefully. If you marry a baby in Islam, she did not reach the age of puberty. Let's say she's 3, or maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rob, you can count? Yes, 8. Like Aisha, can count like Aisha. Even if she's 9, whatever, like Aisha. It's halal, it's permissible for a man to do what? To do whatever you like. But if it cannot slide in easy, you can do what? You can lick her upside down. You can thigh her. You get that. Thighing. Thighing. You see it? And what is the Arabic word? Al-mufakhada. Here's the word for thighing. So thighing is halal. Thighing little baby wives is halal. Permissible for the man. Do you see it? Halal. Halal. And I have countless and countless of such websites for you and fatwas for you. It is also from Maktabat al-Shamila as well. And here is another link for Maktabat al-Shamila as well that's saying exactly the same. Here's another link. So you have now 3 links, 3 different links that tells you that you are allowed to do this to your young baby wife. And you can also thigh her, meaning putting your wee-wee, your carrot, between her thighs to climax. But she's a baby. Yeah, so? The Muslims will tell you, so? Let me open Maktabat al-Shamila, another fatwa website, where you often can, I have a VPN, so I have to, okay. Unbelievable. The website is still opening. Takes some time. Yalla. افتح يا سمسم أبوابك لا 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 لا. Yeah, the website is slow. The website is slow. Why is the website? Why is the rum gun? Open the website already, man. The website is very slow, guys. But if it doesn't work, I'll give you what the Arabic says, because I copied the Arabic on my side. Yeah, it's very slow today. Let me try this. Yeah, it's not opening well. No, maybe try another time. Maybe they have too much traffic on the website. But let me put the Arabic as well from that same website that is not opening right now. Here's the Arabic that I found on that website. Let's read. Regarding your question, there is no harm. You see it? No harm in kissing a young baby. Again, as-saghira, bishahwa, with passionately, with desire, sexual desire. Engaging in what? Thigh rubbing. And the like, even if she's not ready for intercourse. Do you see it? Like on you and on that mother who gave birth to you for doing this to young babies. On you Muslims and on the mother who gave birth to you if you're okay with this in Islam. On you and on those mothers who gave birth to you. Try to convince me that this is not a cult from Shaitan. يخرب بيتك يا رسول الله. You see how chapter 65, ayah 4 65 ayah 4 is perfectly explained in front of you. The sound is gone now. It's you, Mick M. You need to refresh, Mick M. It's you. خربيتك. Let's see. Is the website is not working? Oh, here it's working. Oh, beautiful. It's working. Look, you need to. So if you open the website, go all the way to. Let's see which part. You need to go. I don't know why this is happening. The website's too slow. It's way too slow. Way too slow. 8. Fatwa. The website is not working well. 8. Hold on. 8. مكتبة الشاملة. Let's see if this one. Hold on, forgive me. Maybe I gave you the wrong link though. Forgive me. Maybe this one is the correct one. Forgive me, guys, because the website, you see, it's not working well. It's loading. Imagine they can't even create good websites without Is it working from your side, guys? Can it be opened from your side, this one? It's very slow from my end. In 2 different browsers, it's very slow. Website is slow, huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's see here, finally, in a different browser, it's working. Okay. So what I need you to do, guys, what I need you to do is go to this part. Go to this part. Go to this part. You see, it's very long. I think this part here. Yeah, here. This part. So I'm highlighting this part. Let me make it a little bit bigger. The website is so bad. It can't even zoom in. You can't even zoom in, man. Oh, here now. Finally, it's zooming in. Okay. Very slow website, as you see. Not my problem. You Muslims need to fix your websites. This part here, if you are on the website, the last link that I gave you guys, here's the link one more time. Copy this part. So if you want to take a screenshot to know which part you need to copy, Control C. Okay, Control C, copy. Go back to Google and put it here in. Oh, okay, I didn't copy correctly, it seems. Fix your websites, man. Copy. Copy. Go back to Google Translate. Okay, now it's working. Regarding your question, there is no harm. Regarding your question, there is no harm in kissing a baby wife passionately. And you can thigh her if she's not ready, meaning it doesn't fit. Your wee-wee still doesn't fit. Like Aisha, between the age of 6 and 9. So that's what Muhammad was doing. He was thighing her. Do you see it? Ryan, who's using fake translations? Who is using fake translations while I'm literally copying what the Arabic says on the website? Who are you accusing, you disgusting deceiver? Who are you accusing of false translations? These are the Arabic. I gave you the link. Copy this Arabic part. I gave you the link. Don't act like a robot. Don't play games. Copy this part here, and here is the link. You can see which part to copy, right? Abdul Donkey, of course. Reversion. You can translate, right? Does it say الصغيرة بالشهوة والمفاخذة? أيوة, it does say that. Even if I copy this part, look. If I copy this, only this part here, okay? This is the fatwa. If I copy this part and I put it in Google, look, this part only. What does it say? There is nothing wrong with kissing a baby girl, a young baby girl, your wife that you're married with, passionately and engage in thigh rubbing. Do you see it? And the word is as-saghira, the baby girl. And the word al-mufakhada means thighing. Do you see it? Rob, it doesn't say that, Rob. Yeah, of course it doesn't say that. Disgusting liars. Shame on you. But we know you Muslims have no shame. So copy this part. Okay, this part here until the dot. You see here? This entire section. Copy it. And put it in Google. Right? Put it in Google. This part here. There you get the idea. Alright. There you go. There you go. There you go. Filthy, sick cult. Filthy, sick, nasty, evil cult of Satan. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Is there a Muslim who will say rob your line? Is there any Muslim who will say rob your line? Is there any Muslim who dares to say rob your line? Challenge you to come up. What a cult, man. What a disgusting cult. Yeah, that's also possible. You can translate the entire website without going to Google. I know. But the website is too slow. Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Muslims in the chat, if you want to come up, you can join our Discord server. The link is in the pinned up comment. You can literally now join our Discord server if you think you have what it takes to debate me. Come and let's have a conversation. We have a beautiful, huge Discord server. You can come up and talk to me right here, right now. I'm on the stage on Discord, and you can face me in a conversation right here, right now. Yalla. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Man, this conversation was beautiful, bro. One more time, Rob. One more time.
Let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows.
Let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute. Wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls if you are a teenager.
Yeah, that means when she was a child.
No.
Now let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than 16.
Wait a minute, wait. If she played with dolls, that means she's younger than that.
No. In Islam, it's forbidden to play with dolls if you are a teenager.
Yeah, that means when she was a child.
What an idiot. He just exposed his prophet. He says, if you are a girl of 16, if you're older than 16, that's what the Muslim said. He said, if she is older than 16, she is not allowed to play with dolls. But Aisha was playing with dolls. That means she was a child. She was not ready to be effed, to be mounted by your prophet. Thank you for admitting it. Guys, I mean, this guy, I think he fell on his head that morning. He fell on his head before the debate happened. This guy literally fell on his head.
Now let's talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls. She was older than...
Guys, how can you make such a huge blunder within a second? He literally did it in a second. Listen carefully. 1 split second, he destroyed himself. He cooked himself. Listen carefully.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls.
Facepalm moment. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what you just did to your prophet? I mean, I will play this on auto repeat all day.
Important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls.
There you go. Cousin marriages, guys. What can we say? Cousin marriages, man. And they will put this guy maybe on S tier. This guy is truly an S tier Muslim apologist. Real S tier Muslim apologist on the screen, guys. He's S tier. Come on. He must be S tier because he's, for some reason, he cooked his prophet. Guys, I've seen people, doing this, tier list, creating these tier lists for apologists. This guy, I'll put him all the way up. He's an S tier. He's truly an S tier Muslim apologist. I have to be honest. Because he's honest here. He's honest. I don't know how he became honest, but he's honest. S tier. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Unbelievable. Man, why don't I get such debates, man? I mean, IP, you're so lucky to debate such people. He handed to you. Z for Zut. Samawi. Like يخرب بيتك يا رسول الله. Samawi, look at this, bro.
Talk about Aisha. Let's talk about Aisha. So you think she hit puberty? You say she hit puberty?
Yes.
What's the research that shows that?
The research shows that there are hadith mentioned where she played with dolls. And this hadith is very controversial and it's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls.
يخرب بيتك.
Emotional damage.
يخرب بيتك. What do these people drink in the morning? Camel juice? Camel juice? I think, guys, if you drink too much camel juice, things like this will happen to you. يخرب بيتك. يعني Muslim? سماوي سلام المسيح حبيبي كيفك. God bless you too. Any Muslim? يخرب بيتك. You just gave it to us. You handed it over to us. You're making our jobs much easier. What is this?
up. Yeah, that's great.
Old girls older than 16 years old are not allowed to play with dolls. She played with dolls.
Oh man. Let me give you the link. This is gold. I mean, come on, man. You can't make this up. This is gold. خري بلحية النبي يا reverse. Literally خري بلحية النبي. سلام ونعمة. خري بلحية النبي يا زلمة. I mean, that's it, guys. I'm going to delete my YouTube channel. If all the Muslim Dawah bros are going to do what this guy's doing, I'm going to close shop. What's the point of being a Christian apologist who exposes Islam if they are exposing their own prophet? Unbelievable. Any Muslim? He cooked himself in a second, exactly, Michael. He literally cooked himself in a second, and his prophet combined. Unbelievable. Any Muslim? Guys, what do you think about me explaining 65 for brother for you? Because some people might still struggle for the ayah, right? Is there any interesting, or do you guys, most of you already know how this works? So, chapter 65, chapter 65, ayah 4 is the ayah that we always go to. Okay? What I need you to do, I want you to combine it with also chapter 33, ayah 49. Often people, I don't know why, they forget that it's important to combine them. No, not 64:4, 65:4 reversion. I think he created a typo, like I often do. So combine chapter 65:4 together with 33:49. Let me open another page. Okay, combine them together. Why? You'll see soon why. So 33:49, put it together in your notes with 65:4, and soon you'll understand why. This eye here in front of us. Combined. Combine them together, guys. It's very important. Okay? 65:4 and 33:49. I will tell you why soon, okay? Look. So if we go back first to 65:4, it's talking about 3 types of categories of women. 3 types of females to be specific, sorry. 3 of them. Let's see which. You ready, you guys? You're with me? Let's see which categories of females. The first category are the old women. So let me take out this tool here. The first category, the first one is the old women. Okay, category 1, old women. That's category 1. Okay, category 2 are the little girls, the baby girls. Let me do it here. Yeah, here. 2 is the babies, the baby girls. Okay. And number 3 are the pregnant women. Okay. Number 3 are the pregnant women. That's number 3. Okay. 3 pregnant women. So the first category, category 1 that is mentioned in the ayah, are the old women. Then you have category number 2, the baby girls. And category number 3 are the pregnant women. So Let me remove it now. I hope you are taking notes. We're looking at this part here, right? And also for those who have not yet had menstruation. Who are the types of females who did not yet had menstruation? Babies. Baby girls. You see how easy it is, guys, to dissect it? And specifically the Arabic says وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِضْن والتجويد. Okay? وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِضْن. The ones who did not menstruate yet. Why yet? That's very important, guys. Why not yet? Because the Arabic word lam is used here. Lam. L-A-M. Lam. Okay? Lam here. You see the word lam here? This word here. Lam. Lam means they never had it yet. So the difference between lam and len. The girls, never had a menstruation before. So, prepubescent girls. If the word len would have been used with the noon, with the n, then yes, they did had a menstruation. You get the idea, right? That's the difference between lam and len in the Arabic language. Lam, they never had a menstruation yet, which means these are babies. Because Muslims will lie to you, like always, and they will say, yeah, these are females who have problems with their health. You know, some types of women, they don't menstruate. No, the Arabic is clear. And that's why all the scholars agree that this is about young baby girls who never had a menstruation yet because of their young age. Like Ibn Kathir, At-Tabari, all of them agree. Did you catch it? So, lam versus len. Okay? Lam versus len. The Arabic word lam is used, meaning they never had a menstruation yet. So, in other words, you can marry a baby. And if you consummate your marriage with the baby, you do the act, and you decide to divorce her, because the ayah is about divorce. If you divorce her, then she must wait 3 months, the waiting period of 3 months. Al-idda, right? The idda, the waiting period of 3 months. Okay? 3 months. That's the waiting period. So before she can remarry another PDF file like Muhammad, right? Now, why did I tell you to combine 3349 with 65.4? Here is why. Because if you do not touch, then there is no waiting period. Do you see it? If you did not touch them, there is no waiting period. So which means you did touch the baby girls in chapter 65, ayah 4. That's why they have to wait. Do you see it? If you don't touch, meaning effing, schmecks, then there's no need to wait. But remember, and for those women, these are the old women, remember? And for those of your women who have no hope for menstruation, old women, if you doubt, the appointed period of waiting is 3 months, right? And also the little baby girls must wait. If you F them and you divorce them, after the divorce, they have to wait 3 months as well. Why? Because you did touch them. Since you did touch them, they have to wait 3 months. Exactly, reverse. And thank you for the explanations as well. Exactly. Do you see why it's so important to combine 3349 with 65.4? Combine both ayahs to make it airtight, to make your argument airtight. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And like always, they will lie, guys, about it. They will lie about even their mothers. They will lie about everyone and everything. Right, guys? They will lie about everyone and everything. Let me play the video one more time, guys. Libiano, the Dawah buffoon, did it again, guys. When Muslims are out in public, surrounded by Christians, they will intentionally lie because they know that they are allowed to openly lie in Islam when they are confronted by their enemies in public. Watch how Libiano exposes himself and openly lies during a street debate with Pastor David Lynn.
It says Muhammad married a 6-year-old. Now, listen. She's 19. Okay. Listen, I'm going to apologize to everybody. I said that Muhammad was a pedophile. I'll apologize. He was just someone that married young people. Okay? So he approved of marrying people under the age of puberty. That was his tradition. So I apologize, but that's the fact. He married Aisha at 6 years old. And you can look inside the Hadiths and the Quran, and there's many passages that describe when a person can actually sleep with a woman. Even prepubescent women, Muhammad authorized that you could sleep with a prepubescent woman even after 3 months of waiting. And that is in the Quran. Look it up. Look it up.
No, I want to clarify. No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not. We believe that when a female becomes marriageable and she becomes a woman,
Liar.
and she meets the conditions of marriage,
Liar.
then she is to be married as a woman.
Liar.
We don't believe in child marriage.
Libiano knows that he is lying, but let's open the books and see what the scholars have said about child marriage in Islam. Watch how I'll slowly cook him in front of you. In Bukhari volume 7 on page 57, right on top of the hadith 5133, talking about Aisha's age and how old she was when Muhammad mounted her, we read, giving one's young children in marriage is halal.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
And underneath that, ayah 65:4 of the Quran is mentioned. And it explains that you are allowed to marry a prepubescent girl and have sex with her, but if you decide to divorce that little girl, she must wait 3 months to make sure that she's not pregnant when another Muslim man wants to remarry her after you. And if we go to the explanation, the exegesis, the sharh for Sahih al-Bukhari collection of hadith called Fath al-Bari, volume 9 by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, on page 27, things become even more clear. Let's read. And Ibn Battal said, it's lawful to marry a little prepubescent girl with an older man as consensus, ijma', even if she's in the cradle. Wow.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
Ibn Hajar continues and says, and it's taken from the hadith of the Messenger of Allah, Muhammad, that a father in Islam can marry his little prepubescent daughter without her consent.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
But wait, Libiano said child marriage in Islam is haram.
No, in Islam, we do not believe in child marriage. Absolutely not.
And in Nail al-Awtar, volume 12 by Imam al-Shawkani on page 78, we read, and in the hadith, there is proof it's allowed to marry the child with the adult. And al-Bukhari arranged a chapter for this, as we showed you from the book of Bukhari, and mentioned the hadith of Aisha, and he mentioned the scholarly consensus on the permissibility of that in his opening statement. He said, and even if she, the child, was in the cradle, but it's not allowed to have sexual intercourse with her until she's ready. Again, how do we know, how do the Muslims know that a girl is ready? By keep trying, putting their carrots in the baby. by trying to put their carrots in the baby. Does it fit? No, today it doesn't fit. Let me try in 3 days again. That's what Muhammad was doing when Aisha was 6, between her age of 6 and 9. Keep trying. That's how to know when she is ready. So Muhammad kept trying. Today my 0.5 inch carrot, it doesn't fit. Let me try after a week. That was what Muhammad was doing. Keep trying, bruh. Keep trying. That's how to know when she's ready. Do you see it? So do not destroy her if it doesn't fit. That's the only condition. Don't destroy her private parts. So there is no age limit for marrying girls or women. You can marry an infant in her cradle. You can marry a 1-minute-old infant who just came out of the womb of her mother. You can marry her, but you're not allowed to destroy her private part. That's the only one condition which Muslims will lie about. How do you know she's ready? If it fits. That's when you know when she's ready. With her until she's ready. In other words, there is no age limit for marrying children. You can even marry a 1-day-old baby, an infant, even if she's in the cradle. Yes, Emma, of course I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. But you're not allowed to harm her private part. So, what can we conclude? There is no age limit for marrying children. You can marry even a 1-day or 1-hour baby. But you're not allowed to destroy her private part. That's the only condition. So yes, child marriage is halal. So Libyano, you shameless liar, you got baked. You're nothing but a joke, a clown, and only gullible Muslims will listen to you. A lying lotier who loves to contradict his own classical scholars and throw them under the bus.
You just blatantly lied before the... No, I'm answering you. I listened to you. You blatantly lied before everybody, and you're assuming that everybody's perverted like the Prophet Muhammad. Oh, okay. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
Guys, they got angry. They got angry because brother David Lynn here is calling their prophet out for being a pervert. Look, they are getting angry, guys. They're getting angry.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. No, I'm answering you. I listened to you. You blatantly lied before everybody, and you're assuming that everybody's perverted like the Prophet Muhammad. Oh, okay. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because Muhammad, he married someone at the... You want to interrupt me again, you see? You can't handle somebody saying something. You can't handle blasphemy. You see what I mean?
What do we say about disrespect?
You know what I said about blasphemy?
You said he's perverted.
You see, he doesn't want this to continue because he's trapped. He's trapped.
Did you say he's perverted?
Are you scared?
Did you say he's perverted?
Are you scared?
How is it blasphemy, guys? Listen carefully. How is it blasphemy if Muhammad is not their God? Whenever you expose their prophet, they say blasphemy. How is it blasphemy if he's not your God? Clearly, you worship Muhammad as God. He is your God. That's why you're calling it blasphemy, right? Do you see the hypocrisy of these pagan man worshippers?
You say about disrespect?
You know what I said about blasphemy?
You said he's
somebody saying something. You can't handle. He married someone at the... You want to interrupt me again, you see? You can't handle somebody saying something. You can't handle
blasphemy.
You see what I mean?
Like ya Ibn al-Qahwa. How is it, ya Ibn al-Qahwa, how is it blasphemy if you claim that Muhammad is not God? Clearly, you are telling us that you worship Muhammad. That's why it's blasphemy to expose your God, Muhammad. Right?
You want to interrupt me again, you see? You can't handle somebody saying something. You can't handle
blasphemy.
You see what I mean?
What do we say about disrespect?
You know what I said about blasphemy?
You said he's perverted.
You see, he doesn't want this to continue because he's trapped. He's trapped.
Did you say he's perverted?
Are you scared?
Did you say he's
Are you
perverted?
scared?
Did we not?
Are
say
you
not to
scared
blaspheme?
right now?
Did we
You're
not
very
say
scared.
Who's
You're
scared? I can come up. I
cutting me
can walk
off.
up to you.
But you're cutting me off. You see this?
I can walk up to you. I'm not scared. I can walk up to you.
You see, this is evidence.
Getting Getting violent, eh? You can't handle the heat, huh, Muslims?
Evidence.
By the way, do you see, guy? This is Malik again. You see, they are all boyfriends. They're all always together. Do you see the boyfriends?
I'm not saying I can walk up to you.
You see,
The
this is
doctor-
evidence. Mic drop, mic drop. Mic drop. You see this? You're cutting me off. But you're cutting me off. You see this? You see this? You see?
Here is the doctor. Do you see him? This is the guy, guys. I thought, let me, highlight him. This is Malik, who is trying to dox all the Christian apologists. This is the guy in front of you. Do you see it? The failed rapper who failed his rap career, who is now supposedly the #1 doxer on the internet, who is trying to dox our brothers and sisters. This is the guy.
You see, this is evidence. Mic drop, mic drop, mic drop.
And there you have what up the butt, Warner himself, who was willing to take it up the butt for the Illuminati,
You see this? No. You see this? No, I'm not going. I'm not going. This is mic drop, mic drop, mic drop, mic drop. Don't do it.
You get the idea, right, guys? How they lie and deceive? Because these people have no honor. They have no dignity, guys. And at the same time, guys, they are at each other's throat. They are trying to call each other kuffar. They are doing our jobs for us. They're calling each other mushrikun. I mean, soon we will be out of job. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim who wants to have a conversation before we close the live stream on YouTube and on TikTok? Any Muslim? I think we did a lot of damage today. What do you think, Reverson? I think we did. By the way, before I forget, to add more flavor, more sauce on the damage, we proved to you today that in Islam, you're allowed to do thighing, mufakhada, thighing with baby girls that you marry. But here is more. Here is more receipts to add to your collection. In Radd al-Muhtar ala Durr al-Mukhtar. Let me give you the link. Hope the link is still working though. Copy it, bookmark it, save it. Mufakhada, thighing, exactly. That's how you write it in Arabic. Thank you, Reverson. God bless all of you, admins, everyone in YouTube, on TikTok. God bless all of you. Volume 5 by the famous scholar Ibn Abidin. Ibn Abidin on page 283. Look, I have the book here in front of me. Page 283. That's the page number. Kitab al-Talaq, the book of divorce. We go down. فإن السمين الضخمة تحتمل الإجماع ولو صغيرة السن. The fat, chubby, the fat little baby girl can handle schmecks even if she's too young of age. Do you see it? And that's why the mother of Aisha was feeding Aisha dates with cucumbers to make her fat for Momo. Make Aisha fat enough for Momo so his 1 inch or maybe 0.5 inch carrot will fit in her. So the logic is, guys, logic in Islam is what? If the babies are fat enough, the thingy will slide easier in her. I mean, why would Muhammad else marry a baby girl? Because clearly he had a small, he had to compensate. right? It's on the screen. This is Islam. Okay. Trump said, let us make United States great again. Muslims trying to convince us to make their to make their girls, the baby girls, fat again. Right? That's their motto. The one unfolding gospel. What do you mean 5271? Which book? Which source? Which book? You see? This is Islam in front of you guys. Do you see it? Here's the link one more time. Of the book. Radd al-Muhtar ala Dur al-Mukhtar. Sunni scholarly book. Volume 5 by Ibn Abidin. Page 283. All the way down. Or in the, let's say, in the middle of the page. Almost in the middle page. You'll find this part here. Take a screenshot. I have no idea what you mean with 5271. Which book, I have no idea. What I'm going to do with the number only. No idea. You need to give me more info. No idea what you're talking about. Any Muslim before we close? Is there any Muslim? Brother Reversion says, I have a hadith about Momo sacrificing to Azza. Have you seen it? If I'm not mistaken, I did see it. I can't remember where though. So many books, Brother Reversion. You can give us the reference so we can put it on the screen because I think it's very interesting. Maktabat Shamila. A very slow website. I hope it's going to work though. Let's see if it's going to work. This is the link, yes? Okay. Volume 1, page 31. Which part of the page, brother? Version? Here, you mean here? This part? كانوا اللات والعزى والمنات الثالثة الأخرى غرانيق العلا وإن شفاعتهم لا ترتجى. This is the satanic verses, yeah. Which part of, because it's long. Oh, top? Here. Okay, I see it. If I copy this part. Let me put it in Google. Ooh. Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? It was reported on the authority of Abu al-Mundhir that he said, we have been informed that the messenger of Allah, Momo, yes, what did he do? mentioned Al-Uzza one day and said, I, Muhammad, so about Al-Uzza, the idol, the female goddess of Arabia, of Mecca, I have dedicated a white sheep to Al-Uzza, and I'm on the religion of my people, meaning he was a pagan, son of a pagan, practicing paganism. Momi here admits that he slaughtered a white sheep for Al-Uzza, and he claims also that he's following his pagan qawm. وَأَنَا عَلَى دِينِ قَوْمِي, I'm on the religion of my people, on my nation, meaning the Meccans, the Quraysh of Mecca. You see it, Muslims? And you dare to say that Muhammad was not a pagan. And you dare to say that Muhammad wasn't a pagan. Here's the link one more time. Thank you for that one, brother. Unbelievable. I need to do more investigation if this is a good, authentic source. You know how Muslims are. We need to do more investigation, brother, to see if it's authentic. I need to do more investigation about this one. If it's interesting enough, we might do a video about it, separate reversion. But for now, boom. Exactly. For now, boom. Exactly. This part here highlighted. Unforgivable. Why unforgivable? Because if we go to chapter 4, guys, look. Ayah 48 of the Quran. Look what it says. False translation. Like Muslims, for the love of the hairless shin of Allah, when are you going to translate correctly? Where does it say, undoubtedly Allah does not forgive of disbelieving in Him? That's not what the Arabic says. The Arabic says, Inna Allah la yaghfiru in yushrak bih. Learn how to translate, Muslims. You lying deceivers. Let's see another translation. Here, this is better. Allah does not forgive associating with Him, but He forgives anything less than that. So you see, in other words, Allah does not forgive shirk. That's what it says. Chapter 4, Ayah 48. So, since Muhammad did what he did, slaughtering for Al-Uzza, a white sheep, and he claims that he's on the pagan cult of his people, then you have a problem, Muslims. You see it? This part here. Momo said. So, we have to do more research on this if it's authentic enough. But if it's authentic, oof, we might have a field day with this one. Yep, this part here. Let me copy it. That's what they always do, Winston. And but remember, even da'if ahadith are fully accepted. Right? For some reason, people think that if you have a da'if hadith, you have to reject it. That's not how it works. Right? Mawdu', on the other hand, if you have the terminology mawdu', then yes. Well, reverse, and if it's from Al-Kalbi, then no. Then forget about it. They will throw it under the bus. If it's from Al-Kalbi, then they will throw it under the bus. So forget about it. Because Al-Kalbi is da'if in their books. Is not good narrator. If it's his book, though. If it's from his book, then forget about it. Then don't use it. Because he's very, very da'if in as a narrator, according to Jarh wa Ta'deel and the Science of Men, etc. But you know. But then you have still a thing called, what was it again called? There's a wording, I always forget it because my English is not my first language. What do you call it again if, you know, when you put something in a book, right? You find something in a book, and when someone will try to throw it under the bus, but then you have to ask yourself, why would Muslim narrators, classical Muslim narrators, why would they say that about their prophet if it's not true? What do you call it again? You know, it's yeah. Why would you include sources about your prophet if it's not true? Why would they even say that about their prophet? Right? There's a word for it. I keep forgetting that word. Not undermine. Why would you say about your prophet such stuff if it's not true? There is a word that Christian apologists, Muslim apologists use for that. I forget I can't remember. There's a beautiful word for it. No, not about attributing, not contradiction. I forget. I keep forgetting it. No, I'm not trying, you know, not these words, Winston. There is a word, or there's a terminology that people use, Christian apologists, Muslim apologists. You know, English is my problem, right? That's why I keep forgetting it. Principle of embarrassment. Thank you, that one. Right? If something is embarrassing, if something destroys Muhammad, why would you write it about the Prophet then? If you are a Muslim, if it's not true, did you catch it? That's what it's called, that principle of embarrassment? Is that what it says? Is that the correct terminology? Is that the right way to say it in English? Is that the right wording? Or no, I think it's the wrong. It should be criterion of embarrassment. That's the correct one, right? The criterion of embarrassment. That's the one that I'm looking for. Not principle of embarrassment. Criterion of embarrassment, right? That's the right one, right? To say it? That's the correct terminology, right? That Christians and Muslims use in debates. Criterion of embarrassment. Yeah. So the question would be, if it's not true, right? The question should be, if and only if it's not true, why would the Islamic books say it about Momo or Islam, right? If it's not true, why would you include it, right? If it's not true, right? Principle of embarrassment, criterion of embarrassment. I think it's criterion, right? I think it's called criterion of embarrassment, yeah. If you Google it, I think it's called criterion of embarrassment. Or principle, I don't know. Maybe it's principle, I don't know. Both are same? Okay. Thank you for being here, guys. I think it's a good moment to close. We are live for many hours now. We did a lot of damage. Thank you for being here. God bless you. I love you. I will see you soon in a new live show. Stay away far from Islam, guys. Stay away far from Islam. Use our materials. Use what we showed you today, what we have talked about today. My materials, the books that I give you are for free. Keep them for free. Keep my videos for free. They are yours. You don't even need to ask me to download them. Download the videos, cut them in small pieces, and re-upload them. It's very important, guys, to upload short videos. Download the video, cut it in small video clips and re-upload them. Why? Because Muslims are too lazy to watch a long session. Right, guys? God bless you, and I will see you in a new live show. Stay away from Islam. Jesus is Lord, and Muhammad is a fraud. God bless. Backup channel, please subscribe. Did you subscribe, guys?